Make sure everything's going. Make sure everything's set up the way I want it to be. Oh, man! This is the game we've been waiting for years. Okay, everything should be good on there. I have chat on my phone as a backup. But holy crap! Ladies and gentlemen, the Denver Broncos have a chance to clinch their first playoff berth since 2015 tonight. And I think they're going to do it. We got new graphics, by the way. I'm looking at that on my PC as we speak. Oh, I cannot tell you how excited I am. And a little something to show the world. We have a new intro. We have an intro for this thing. So I'm gonna let that play real quick. There we are. Here we are. Thursday night football. Ladies and gentlemen, I gotta fix my webcam here. I had a wire in the way, except now I just cooked the whole operation. Cooked the whole damn operation. So we got a lot going on screen. We got a lot going on screen here. Obviously, we've got the face cam, brand new graphics that I cooked up. Not really specifically for this game. This will be the graphics going forward. But just because I thought it looked cool. It looked cool. If you're in here to like the stream and subscribe, you only got to be subscribed for a minute to chat. It is just something I did to curb bots here. Hello, I hope you're all having a wonderful evening. We'll let some people file in here, but man, Denver has a chance tonight to do something special. But they do have some questions to answer. Can Bo Nix bounce back after two kind of iffy games, especially off of this one coming just off the Colts game? I'm rambling a little bit. Can the Broncos find a way to run the ball? That's going to be the other main thing tonight, is because the Chargers don't have that great of a run defense. Their defense has kind of been a lot of bend don't break so far this season. So I'm excited to see whether or not the Broncos if they can run the ball. Hopefully we see a good chunk of Audric Estime tonight. I do imagine we're going to see that. I also imagine I'm looking to see a healthy dose of Courtland Sutton and probably Devon Vele as well. Broncos will have PS2 tonight. They are not going to have Riley Moss. And they will be down Jaleel McLaughlin as well. So it's going to be up to this running back room. Did they call up Blake Watson? I'm going to go figure that out real quick. Did they call up Blake Watson? Or did they elevate him? They did elevate him. Okay. So Broncos elevate Matt Henningsen and Blake Watson. So we are likely to see Blake Watson tonight, at least in a couple of spots. Matt Henningsen is up, obviously, as well. But for all intents and purposes, still relatively fresh off of the bye week here, Denver does have a lot of their total manpower, and it's going to have to be all hands on deck tonight for the Denver Broncos. Hello, I hope you're all having a good evening. Yeah, I'm ready for a crucial Thursday night matchup, man. I am so excited for this. I am so excited to share this all with you. Broncos, man. They got a chance. I said in my live prediction that I predicted that Denver would win 20-17. And I've been hearing around just national media for the last little bit that this game was going to come down to whoever gets to 21st more than likely. Because I don't know that the Chargers right now have the offensive capacity to get past 17. At least not right now, and not against this defense. Broncos defense is still playing ridiculously good right now. Obviously, the run defense is a little leaky. That is a spot that you can kind of exploit them, but the Chargers are playing without J.K. Dobbins tonight. So I don't know that we're going to really see the Gus Bus do a whole lot here against the Broncos. Man, it's going to be good. It is going to be good. I believe we are about 10 minutes from kickoff. So we are close, man. We are close. Broncos offense looking to rebound in a huge way off of that Colts game. I know they put up a lot of points there, but it really wasn't, those scoring drives weren't the longest by far at all. So we're looking here for Denver to find a way to find that spark. Which running back is going to give you the most pop off of the line of scrimmage? Which wide receiver is going to be your go-to guy tonight for Bo Nix? Are you going to have a tight end that you are willing to throw to? Those are going to be the questions that the Broncos offense are going to have to answer tonight, and I think the Chargers they're a good defense. I think they've played a lot of bend don't break this year. I know their points per game is super low, and they've done a really good job holding teams and scoring, but they're not the best in yards by far. Neither is Denver, obviously. Denver kind of playing that bend don't break sort of defense as well. But yeah, man, Broncos offense has some questions to answer. Chargers offense has some questions to answer. Really, I think the strategy here for the Denver Broncos right now, at least defensively, they need to absolutely shut down Ladd McConkey. Because if you can kind of force the Charger, I don't have confidence in any of their wide receivers outside of Ladd right now. And so when you get down to the nitty-gritty, Ladd McConkey has to be the guy you shut down. I don't know that PS2 is going to follow him. PS2 doesn't really follow guys, per se. And Ladd McConkey is kind of more of a slot guy, so that's probably going to be a really fun matchup between Jaquan McMillan and Ladd McConkey tonight. I am interested to see kind of how Damari Mathis and KAD are going to do. Those are two guys that they played well kind of within their roles against the Colts. Damari Mathis was coming out in base packages while you had Chris Abrams-Drain in sub packages. So that'll be interesting, of course, with the Denver Broncos not having Riley Moss tonight. And it's gonna be great. I expect Nick Bonito to do more great stuff. I don't know what the turnovers are gonna look like tonight by the Chargers to the Broncos, just because Justin Herbert has played really well this year. He's only thrown 2 interceptions. The Chargers do not turn the ball over very often. And so it's going to be really interesting to see kind of how these defenses play out. I'm also really excited to see if this offense can rebound. And I've kind of been spouting about that for the last few minutes. But if there is any chance to have your best game of the season, or if there is a game to have your best game of the season, it is by far this one. It is most certainly this one. And I think the Broncos can do that. Nix is a guy, we've seen him. He doesn't blink under adversity. He doesn't flinch. He's a guy that's going to continue to press on. Bo Nix is going to do his own thing. And that's something that I have really admired about him too this season. And that's why I've had so much faith in him too. Because he's had the openness to be able to grow as a quarterback, and even, his confidence doesn't get shaken by rough games, by, what have you. Bo just keeps doing Bo, and that has been something that I think it has been amazing. I think it's been good for the Broncos as a whole. You've got your franchise quarterback who shows he won't falter. He won't falter. I'm really excited for this game, man. This game, commentating this game and bringing this to you and to people who might not be able to watch it on their own, this has been priority number 1 for me all week. Because I have just been so goddamn excited for this, for the opportunity that the Denver Broncos have. And even if they don't win, I'm still confident that they can make it, but I also feel as if that I've just been so excited for the stream all week, man. I've really been so excited for this. So I'm really happy to bring this to you guys. Yeah. That's kind of all I got. They're running through some of the pregame stuff now. If you guys are enjoying the stream so far. A like goes a long way to getting this video out just to more football fans as a whole. I want to get my voice out there. I want people to see what I can do. I like to think I'm a pretty good commentator, and you guys liking the video goes a huge, just a long ways for me, for getting me into the algorithm a little bit and getting me in front of more eyes. I love doing this, and I want to do it for as many people as possible. So like I was saying, a like goes a long way. Subscribing also goes a long way. I want to try to get to 100 here soon, hopefully before the end of the regular season. So yeah, with that being said, hope you guys are down to chill here for a bit. I'm going to be going crazy on the commentary tonight. This is my element. And yeah, if you do enjoy what you see, like the video, helps, like I said, just helps get me out into the algorithm. But man, preview, speed preview. Denver is coming off of a big win over the Indianapolis Colts. Coming into this one, pretty much mathematically eliminated the Colts from the playoffs. Now that's not, the Colts aren't fully out, but they're down to about a 5% chance right now. Coming off of that 31-13 victory, Jonathan Taylor's dropped fumble touchback thing into the end zone was by far the catalyst and the turning point for the Denver Broncos to start getting right. While on the other side, you've got the Los Angeles Chargers, who are coming off of getting their asses absolutely whooped. I believe they've lost 3 of their last 4 or something like that. They have not scored more than 17 points in 4 weeks, in like a month, 3 weeks. The last 3 weeks, they have scored 17 points. And their offense has just kind of looked like it's been stuck in neutral. Ever since J.K. Dobbins went down in that Ravens game, it's pretty much been nothing on that side of the ball. Chargers haven't been able to get any real consistency on the offensive side of the ball. We are 4 minutes from kickoff. You guys, 4 minutes. Let's get a few likes on the stream. Get this out to more Broncos fans and to more fans who maybe can't watch the game. They don't have NFL Plus or Amazon Prime. Let's get this out to them so they have a voice to guide them through the game. I am still so stoked to see how this goes. Denver has a real chance here to do something incredibly special, you guys. To break the playoff drought would go absolutely insane. I'm actually really surprised. Usually the start of streams don't go this good. At least for start of, yeah, whatever. If I can change chat mode, I guess I might. Trying to think here. We're trying to figure that out. I'm out of cook myself already. Just leaving it on sub-only chat. Maybe I can come down here and mess with it. Probably not. I think it's a little too late. Oh, I can change it to anyone. Okay, we're gonna go anyone mode. We are gonna go anyone mode. If you want to say something, say something. I'll deal with the bots. I've been thinking about this all night. I thought about just leaving it not on subscriber-only viewing mode. So that is what it is. If you think the Broncos are going to win, drop a like on the stream. Drop your score predictions in the chat. I've got Denver 20-17 tonight. So yeah, let me know what you guys think in chat. And we are so close to the most monumental kickoff in recent Broncos memory. Since Super Bowl 50, this is the most meaningful game that they have played in the last better part of a decade. And I think Denver's got this. I don't think this is a team that folds under pressure at all. Getting some more people in here. Hello, how you doing? Hope you're having a great night. I'm about to go crazy on this commentary. Liking the stream goes a long way to getting me into the algorithm, folks. Get me in front of more people, more chatters. We can have more everything. And it's free. So I can't find a world where I'd complain about that. Here we go. Broadcast is starting off, ladies and gentlemen. Like I was saying earlier, Broncos coming in off of a huge win off the Colts to really keep their playoff hopes alive. A loss in that game would have dropped them to about a coin flip's chance to make the playoffs. Meanwhile, you got the Chargers hanging on to the 7th seed, and they are coming off of a big loss to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So we'll have to see what is going to happen here. Will the Broncos be able to come out hot? Will the Chargers come out like a starving dog looking for a meal? We are going to have to see. Yeah, they're running like all the game art and stuff and just some of the crazy pregame graphics. I love this stuff too. Just love like the acknowledgement of NFL history between these teams. Man, that is crazy. It's time to go from SoFi Stadium, ladies and gentlemen. It is time to go from SoFi Stadium. My phone just dinged with a notification. So I'm going to have that up on the other side. As we can see, I've got this little ball thing right here as part of the scoreboard. We got some new stuff. I made some new graphics, and I've been in love with them since I got them made last night. I really love this scoreboard too that I cooked up. So it's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome. Drop your score predictions in chat before kickoff. Let's try and get to 5 likes here within the next few minutes. Herbert is on a bit of a banged up ankle here. I went over this in the injury report section in my last live stream. I did go very in-depth into this. But here we go. We are almost to kickoff. They're doing the pregame interviews. I'm not there live. I'm not in a position to do that. Hopefully, I can one day, though. Hopefully, I got enough talent to break into this industry one way or another. Whether or not I'm just commentating or not. Oh, I love this thing. I probably need to go to college for shit like this. Sorry, scooting up a little closer here to my screen. Watching this on my iPad on NFL Plus. That's how I do it every week. And man, if you guys saw my setup, you would be appalled. Broncos kicking off. Will Lutz running up for it. And here we go. The most meaningful game for the Denver Broncos in the past 10 years. 8 years besides Super Bowl 50 is away. Chargers will take a touchback. And they will start out at the 30. Justin Herbert having himself a pretty decent year here. 64% completion rate. Just under 3,000 yards. 16 touchdowns and 2 interceptions thrown in week 2 and last week. Here we go. It is going to be Justin Herbert's single back set here with a running back behind him. He's going to motion number 44 to the left, and he'll settle in the backfield. He's going to motion another man to the left. Here we go. Herbert with a handoff up the middle here to, I believe, Gus Edwards. And Edwards will be swallowed up and he'll fall forward for about a gain of 4. Like we said, Chargers have not been able to run the ball all that well without J.K. Dobbins. They are starting Gus Edwards tonight, so it'll be interesting to see what they are able to do here against this Broncos defense. 2nd and 6 now for Justin Herbert and the Chargers offense. He's going to be in the shotgun. Gus Edwards to his left, starts left, runs right. Herbert drops back to throw, short drop, going to toss it out to Gus Edwards. Broncos defense gets to him quickly, short gain of about 2 or 3, and that'll set up a 3rd and manageable. Chargers looking for their first down. It's going to be 3rd and 3 as the clock ticks under 14 minutes to go to open this thing out. Once again, if you guys are enjoying, like goes a long way to getting me out to more Broncos fans, ladies and gentlemen. It really does, and I'd really appreciate it. I love doing this in front of a lot of people. Here we go, 3rd and 3, Chargers single back. It's going to be a pitch out left to Gus Edwards. Vidal, and Vidal is going to be swallowed up in the backfield, flagged down. And we'll see who this is on. It was given to Davis, sorry. If it's offensive holding, that's going to get declined. Broncos will get ball, so it's a 3 and out for the Los Angeles Chargers. And now we'll see what the Denver Broncos can do here against this Chargers defense. And to get ready to move the ball. I haven't been... I've never done this before. Not this in-depth. I've just had the score counter, and that's about it. Here we go. 4th and 6. Chargers on to punt. Takes a snap at about the 25. Gets it off at about the 28.5, and that is going to fly downfield. Mims with a fair catch at about the 27-28 yard line, and with 13:30 to go, this Denver Broncos offense will come onto the field. Bo Nix, 20 touchdowns, 11 interceptions, also just under 3,000 yards himself, 64% completion percentage. 2 Oregon Ducks going at it tonight, ladies and gentlemen, and it is going to be amazing. Nix in this offense coming off a really inconsistent day here. Nix had 3 picks in that game against the Indianapolis Colts. Here we go. Nix is going to be in a nice set with Adkins joining in the backfield. Nix, it will be a handoff up the middle to Audric Estime. And Estime going to fall forward for about 4.5. And that will set up Denver with about a 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6, 2nd and 5, somewhere in that range. Clock will tick below 13 minutes here in between plays. ESPN or Amazon still trying to figure out the down and distance. They give Estime 6. 2nd and 4, it's going to be Bo Nix out here in the gun with a running back to his right. Nix with the snap. It's going to be a handoff up the middle here. And that will be a first down. Javonte Williams able to press the pile forward on a 2nd and 4. Denver looking to run the ball tonight, and so far making some progress. They're going to swap running backs again here. We're going to see Williams go to the sideline, but Estime will remain there, so it's likely Blake Watson going to get his first snaps of the game. I did say we were likely to see a little bit of Blake Watson tonight, although we'll see. Marvin Mims is in the backfield. Never mind. I stand corrected. Single back set. Going to be a pitch out to Marvin Mims. Blocks remain a bit set up, and Mims will scamper out for about a gain of 2. Unable to really get the edge here. Broncos have been creative with Marvin Mims over the last few weeks, and Mims has really settled into his role within the offense here as kind of the deep threat guy. Come in, be a gadget guy in the backfield. And Denver has benefited a little bit from that. Of course, Marvin Mims with some good production, especially in that Browns game on Monday night. Here we go, 2nd and 7. They gave him 3. Williams is going to motion out to the left side. Michael Burton remains in the backfield. Williams set out wide to the left. Nick's going to drop back to throw, and he's going to find Michael Burton over the middle, and he will get bumped down just about a yard shy of the first down. So Bo Nix looking for all of his guys so far. First time the Broncos have thrown the ball. A little bit of a long developing play. Found his check down in Michael Burton. Broncos are going interesting running back committee tonight. They have had a different player in the backfield every play so far. It's been Williams, it's been Estime, it has been Mims, and it's been Burton, which isn't something I quite expected to see. Here we go, 3rd and 2. 11 minutes on the clock for the Broncos offense. First quarter. Nix will take the snap from the gun. Gonna motion Mims around a little orbit. Fakes a handoff behind him. Javonte Williams into the open field, and he gets to the 40-yard line before he makes contact, and he's gonna get out to about the 42. Broncos suddenly driving right now, and they are in positive territory. And suddenly, at least on this first drive, this Broncos running game is coming to life. Vele with a great block on Joey Bosa to seal the edge, which is not something I expected to see. Williams able to wiggle through, and suddenly we are seeing vintage Javonte Williams tonight, folks. At least so far, Blake Watson will be in the backfield here. Broncos in a single back set. Adkins is going to motion to the right of the formation here, and now we'll see Mims motion left. Nix, it's going to be play action here under pressure. Is going to flip it out to Nate Adkins. Adkins gets the first down and more, and he will be thrown out of bounds at about the 24-yard line. Broncos with another first down. This offense is rolling at the moment right now. Watson was in the backfield for this one. Sold the play fake there. Derwin James came flying in, but he's able to float it out to Nate Adkins. Amazing job under some serious pressure. A little bit of a jump throw falling backwards there for Bo. Bo in another single back set here. They have been in that set all day. Is going to make a change at the line here with a kill call. Nix Going to hand it off to Estime. He's going to jump to his left, and he's going to fall forward for a gain of 3. About 2 or 3 here is what they're going to give him. So the Denver Broncos continue to move so far. They have ran all but 2 plays on this drive, and I believe they are in field goal range as things sit right now. At least I believe so. Oh yeah. Broncos in field goal range now. 2nd and 7, under 9 minutes to go. 7 plays, 51 yards for the Broncos. Watson remains in the backfield here. Nix will remain in the single back set. Sutton set out right, bottom of the screen. Nix, snap, and it's going to be another handoff up to Blake Watson. Watson lowers the shoulder, and he falls forward for a first down. Blake Watson getting his chops now. Where do they spot him? They are going to spot him at the marker. That'll be a first down, Denver. Blake Watson getting his chops in. Every Broncos major running back has gotten a carry. That was a really encouraging carry from Watson right there, too. Just found a hole, planted his foot, and scampered up it, and gets Denver a first down. Here we go, 1st and 10, 8.5 minutes to go here. Broncos playing time of possession. Nick's going to be in a bit of a pistol set with Troy Franklin motioning out to the left. Nix, they're not going to get the snap off. There is going to be a flag. Is it going to be a false start or a delay of game? Either way, it's 5 yards on the Broncos, so they're going to lose 5 on that penalty. It's a false start on Ben Powers. Play clock was down to 0 as was, so you were getting a 5-yarder either way without wasting a timeout. So it'll set up Denver 1st and 15. 1st and 15. All right, hang on. Fixing some stuff. Here we go. 1st and 15. Nick's in the gun. It's going to be a play action to Blake Watson. He's going to set up screen here, and Blake Watson with a blocker in front of him. Watson to the 10, and Watson going to make contact. And he might get some extra yardage on this. A little bit of helmet-to-helmet action on the very end of that. It's after about a gain of 12-13. Number 23 could be the offending guy here. Jefferson for the Chargers. And they might get an unnecessary roughness call here, and Denver might get a free first down. Make sure all my audio is good. Everything good on the audio front. I believe it should be. Am I too loud? Am I too loud? I might be a little too loud. Might be a little too loud. So it is going to be unnecessary roughness on Jefferson. I'm going to tune down the gain filter a little bit. I've been trying to find a good, happy medium on that. Really trying to find a good happy medium on that. I think we're somewhere in that range now, hopefully. I can move my mic a little bit away from me as well. Here we go. 1st and goal now for Denver. Nix will be in a single back set here. He's going to motion Adkins to the right. Nix will hand off to Estime. Touchdown, Denver. Audric Estime shushing the crowd, and that will get Denver on the board first. A long 70-yard drive that took almost 6 minutes off of the clock. Broncos taking a lead now, and the point after try will come. Broncos force a 3-and-out from the Chargers, and then they drive right down the field running the ball. That was the big question for Denver tonight, as to how would they run the ball, who would run the ball, and would they even be able to. And so far, this council of running backs has been able to do that. Broncos get the extra point on, and that is up and good. 7:34 to go in the first quarter, and they are going to their first commercial break. Audric Estime with his first NFL rushing touchdown. Bo Nix, hype about it. Broncos take a 7-0 lead in Los Angeles, ladies and gentlemen. That might have been the most encouraging drive all night that I've seen in weeks. The Denver Broncos have not been able to run the ball like that at all. And then they just come out of nowhere. They run, I want to say, all but 3 plays on that, and to a couple different running backs, too, or to a couple different players, to 4 different running backs, quote, quote. Mims got a carry for 3. Williams got a couple of carries and was huge on that drive. Estime scored the touchdown, and he got a couple of carries, and Blake Watson got a carry that went for 7. Broncos offense right now, this was unexpected, but I'm loving every second of it. It is going to be crucial that Denver continues to be able to run the ball throughout this game. They already plowed a lot of time off the clock. We're about halfway. We are halfway through the first quarter already. And yeah, man, if you want the Broncos to win, drop a like on the video. Let's try and get it up to 5. We're at 2 right now. Want to hit 5. Of course, your daily reminder to drink water. Water is good for you. Yeah, no other games for me to really commentate on either, because usually when I'm doing this live, I've got Red Zone up on a TV here. Nothing else to commentate tonight, man, so it's really a lot of improv tonight, man, a lot of improv. Broncos, that was unexpected. They have not ran the ball well since the Saints game, if I'm being completely honest here. Or whatever 4-game stretch that Javonte Williams had where he was, like, consistently okay to, like, good. So, I'm very, very interested to see how this goes. 3 likes, let's go. Let's go. You love to see it. I did take the stream off of subscriber-only mode. I was trying to counter bots, but at this point, I'll just live moderate. It's whatever. 16 concurrent viewers up to this point. We have gotten 302 views on the stream. And we're already off to a really, really good start. We had a really, really, really good stream during the Colts game. So I hope to replicate, if not outdo that. And you guys can help me. You guys can help. The number to beat on that stream is 37 likes. 37 likes and 14 subscribers gained are the numbers to beat. But here we go. Chargers about to get the ball back here. Broncos about to kick off. We are back from commercial break, so it is time to do what I do best. Let's lining up to kick this thing off. And here we go. Lutz puts this thing into the SoFi sky, drifting a little to the left. That will hit the back of the end zone, and it will be Chargers. Ball at the 30-yard line. Get that ball moved over. 318 views already. We're up to 17 concurrent viewers. You guys are awesome. Let's try and press the stream up to 5, 6 likes. Record to beat is 37. And subscribe if you are enjoying. Here we go. Chargers from their own 30 now. Went 3 and out on the previous possession. Herbert is going to be in a single back set. No one's going to motion. Now 44 will motion over to the right. It'll be play action for Herbert. Bit of a deep drop. He's going to dump it off to 44. 44 makes a bit of a move, and 44 gets free for a first down out to about the 41-yard line. Herbert set up a nice little toss out to him on the in the right side flat. Number 44 able to find himself some space, wiggles past a guy, and he is able to get that first down. And 44 is a large man. Mr. Matlock. That's a guy that I want at fullback. Holy crap. Here we go. Chargers with their first down of the game. Under 7 minutes to go. From the 40, Herbert in the gun. Number 12 going to motion over. Herbert, it's going to be a handoff to Gus Edwards up the middle. They use number 12 for misdirection, and that's going to get up for about a gain of 7. Gus Bus trying to start itself up here. And it looked like the diversion tactic at least did work for a little bit. Chargers dealing with an injury, number 24 for him. And that is going to be Marcus May. He is questionable with an ankle. Best wishes to him. 2nd and 4 for the Chargers. Matlock will motion to the left and then settle into the backfield. Herbert, it's going to be a handoff to Gus Edwards. Or not to Gus. Number 30-something. He's going to find a lot of real estate and get to the Broncos about 35. That's going to be Vidal. I'm learning names. My apologies. Learning names. And that is going to be a huge first down for the Chargers. Chargers starting to move here. Matlock in this backfield is setting up holes for his running back. It's just going to be Vidal takes a little bounce to the right, and there is no support until he gets to the secondary at that time. So that's a huge first down for the Chargers here. Stranad got thrown out of the play from the outside by Matlock. Here we go. Chargers still in a single back set here. Matlock set out tight end to the right. Matlock in a motion over to the left side. Another snap. Handoff to Gus Edwards, and Edwards will be stood up and put down after about 2.5, 3. set up a 2nd and 7 as we dip under 5.5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Broncos definitely looking right now to shut this Chargers drive down, hold it 2-3. The Broncos' run defense has probably been the weakest part of their team so far this season. Chargers are going to have it 2nd and 8 here. Barton trying to get the troops rallied here as they are pressed into their own territory. From the inside of the Denver 35, it's going to be Herbert once again in the single back. Quentin Johnston going to motion right. Herbert trying to get a little bit of a hard count in. Herbert with the snap. It's going to be play action for him. Drops back to throw. Floats it out to Quentin Johnston, and he will be tackled shy of the first down, about 3 yards shy, so gain of 5 on that. Quentin Johnston with his first catch. He'll check into the game. Carried out of bounds by a couple of different Broncos. Jaquan McMillan was in on that. Looked like he might have been in zone coverage on that side of the field. 5 likes! There we go, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. There we go. Let's try and get a 10. Herbert going to be in an empty set here. 3rd and 2. Here we go. Herbert drops back to throw. Pressure getting in. And he's going to find number 5. And they'll get inside of the Broncos 5. There is a flag down. I believe that is Joshua Palmer. It is. Flag down for Justin Herbert. It's an offside call that is going to get declined. Chargers inside of the Broncos 5-yard line. Josh Palmer checking into the game. Herbert finding his guys. Came in from the slot. It was Jaquan McMillan that lined up on him. Little bit of a switcheroo here. Broncos were in zone coverage, and Josh Palmer just finds an open spot. And Herbert's a good quarterback. He is going to find those holes. So from the Broncos 3, it's going to be an offset I form here for the Chargers. Herbert trying to motion a couple of guys around. Going to motion Matlock over to the left side. Herbert with a handoff to Gus Edwards. And Edwards will not make it to the end zone. Taken down at about probably the 9/10 line if I had to give you a real specific one. But the one. And that will set up a 2nd and goal here. Broncos defense trying to bend but not break here. Gotten a couple of big passes off of Herbert. Not huge passes, but a couple of big plays off of the Chargers. But all had a really big run earlier to get the Chargers inside of Denver territory. And now they are trying to cash in. From the 1, Herbert will be in an I formation. Matlock and Gus in the backfield. It'll be another handoff to Edwards. Edwards trying to fight in, and he makes it. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Didn't look like we had a signal for a minute, but now there it is. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Gus Edwards able to just fight into the end zone, man. And that will set the Chargers up to win the game. Cody Barton hits him right off of the line. Rest of the cavalry is not able to get there, and Cody Barton unable to hold Gus Edwards out. And that is a touchdown. Great play by the Chargers. Great fight from Gus Edwards. And now we'll have to see if this Broncos offense can respond. They have ran the ball effectively so far on that first drive. But we'll have to see how this thing goes. Chargers going to be up for the extra points. Cameron Dicker, the kicker, lining up for this thing. Swaying a little bit. Swaying, getting into it. Snap, hold, kick. It is up, and it is good. 7-all with 3:09 to go here on Thursday Night Football. May I remind you, Broncos will get ball at halftime. So if they can keep running the ball like this, man, they'll be able to just absolutely control this thing. How are we feeling so far, Broncos country? How are we feeling? Anyone in chat right now? How you feeling? How you feeling? We're up to 438 views, 14 concurrent or 16, one of the two. We did break my first like goal of 6. Hopefully we can get some more people in here, or first goal of 5. We got 6. Hopefully we can get a few more people in here, start getting some more likes, start getting this out to more and more people. That is how we get more people here, folks. Likes, subscribe. That is what does the most for these streams and the most for this channel. I want to get this out to as many people as possible. I enjoy calling games in front of as many people as possible. Last stream against the Colts did really, really well. I enjoyed that a lot, just interacting with chat, calling the game in that fashion. Oh, we are in commercial break right now. This is, again, your reminder to drink you some water. But yeah, chat, anyone, how we feeling, man? I'm feeling pretty good right now. Broncos offense looked really good on that first drive, really balanced. I say balanced. Broncos ran the ball a lot, and it worked. Anyone watching the game? I'm interested to hear how my audience feels about things. Like I said, we are definitely still in commercial break. We are in commercial break. Not ideal. But here we go. They usually show NFL ads before they get back to the broadcast. It has been a good night. I hope everyone else is having a good night. Sorry, I keep looking left. That's where my monitor is. We are in commercial break. Broncos are going to have their second time with the ball here. Chargers went 3 and out on their first possession and then scored. Broncos scored on their first possession, and they have not had it since. So here we go with 3:09 here in the first quarter. And we will have Dicker ready to send this thing off. Of course, they're getting everything set up right now. Little slow for me. Little slow for me. Here we go. Dicker is set, and he's going to put this thing up. Here we go. Broncos offense with the ball, and that will get fielded by Tremon Smith in the end zone and knelt down. Broncos leaned on the run game that first drive. 4 different Broncos got carries on that. In Estime, who scored the touchdown, Javonte Williams got some good carries, good quality carries in there. And then you had the likes of Blake Watson getting a carry, and Marvin Mims got a carry on a little bit of a stretch run. Denver Broncos right now are looking to do some special stuff. 43 rushing yards on that last drive. Here we go. Bo Nix will start this drive in the gun. It's going to be a drop back to throw. Javonte Williams was out to his left, and Nix looks there, throws it. And Williams will fall forward for about 1. Number 7 came in and tackled him low. Javonte had no chance to break it. Set up a 2nd and 9 for the Broncos. Better to check it down in that fashion. Better to check that thing down than to throw a pick or take a sack or anything like that. Sorry, I lost my train of thought there. 2nd and 9 now for the Broncos. Nix will remain in the gun with a running back out to his left side. Vele is going to motion into the slot right. Nix making a change at the line. Play clock down to 5 and to 4. Nix taking it from a bit of a weird formation now. Nix steps up in the pocket, throwing. I believe it's a little low, looking for Troy Franklin. 3rd and 9 now for the Broncos. Nix short arms it to his college teammate a little bit. Almost a 500 views on the stream. So that is awesome. We'll try and get some more concurrence in here as well. Likes on the stream do help get this out to more people. But here we go, 3rd and 9. Broncos trying to avoid a 3 and out of their own here, reversing the pattern of the start of this game. About from their own 31. From their own 31, not even about. Nix going to remain in the gun here. We are going to see Marvin Mims motion to the right side. Nix drops back to throw. Nix steps up in the pocket. He's going to pump fake, and Nix with a first down run. Pump fake the Chargers defense before sliding down past the sticks. And that is a major first down for the Denver Broncos. Bo Nix will avoid a 3 and out here for him. Michael Burton was the guy lined up in the backfield. Broncos have had a lot of interesting looks, but Nix able to find an opening hole between Miners and Wattenberg. Pump fakes a guy at the line of scrimmage and is able to fly forward for a first down. Amazing play from Bo right there. Good improvisation here, and that will give the Broncos new life on this drive. Nix now in an offset eye. Fullback to the left. It's going to be a handoff. Estime with some patience, and Estime breaks a tackle and will leap forward for 9. Broncos running game continuing to stay alive as we drop below a minute and a half here in the first quarter. Broncos run game was the biggest question mark coming into this thing. That was kind of the subject of scrutiny and of talk all week. Was can the Broncos run the ball? And so far in this first quarter, on these first 2 possessions, they have been able to do so quite well. This is the running game that we have been hoping to see for the last couple of weeks to take some pressure off of Bo Nix. It'll be a new running back in the game here. Bosa out of the game here. 2nd and 1 now for the Broncos. Single back set for Bo. Going to motion Marvin Mims over to the left side. Bo, it'll be another handoff here to Blake Watson. And Watson will carry a pile forward for a first down gain of about 3. Looked like someone got a face mask in on him, but it does not matter. Blake Watson able to press forward for the first down yardage, and Watson will remain in the game. It appears no, he will trade out with Javonte Williams. Estime getting himself a little bit of water on the sideline. Nate Atkins and Michael Burton will remain out of the game. Announcer's going to drink some water here, and now here we go. Nix from the gun. Javonte Williams out to his right side. Nix going to drop back to throw. Khalil Mack getting some pressure in and will bat down a pass that was intended for Javonte Williams in the flat. Pressure got in on Bo really quickly. And that will set up 2nd and 10. Khalil Mack just beat the crap out of Mike McGlinchey on that snap. Just got outside. Williams missed him, and Mack was able to get his hand up and knock it down. Nix got rid of it just a little too quick for the sack. One of the few misses tonight from this Broncos offensive line. 12 seconds to go here for Denver in the first quarter in a 7-7 ball game. 2nd and 10 now for Bo Nix, who will take the snap from the gun. Running back to his right, trip set left. Troy Franklin will motion to the right side. Nix, snap, and he will find Devon Vele on the left side, and Vele will get it inside of the 35-yard line of the Chargers out of the 34. And that will be the end of the first quarter, ladies and gentlemen. 7-7 all for your ball game here. Broncos have come out strong here on this second possession, running the ball well like they have. Bo Nix with a crucial scramble to keep the drive alive on 3rd and 9. And they are now set up to go score more points. It looked like they would go 3 and out here. Bo Nix making some good throws, better decisions up to this point. And the Broncos' run game right now has to be the talk of the town. I go look at their stats right now, man, and it is going to be all over the place in the best ways possible. Estime, 4 carries, 21 yards. Williams, 2 carries, 21 yards. Bo Nix, 1 carry, 10 yards. Watson, 2 carries, 9. Marvin Mims has a little 3-yard carry, but it still contributed. Audric Estime has the touchdown for the Denver Broncos right now. And this is offensive football like I have never seen. We have seen the Broncos play good stretches of offensive football, but it's never been sustained. This might be the most sustained... Sorry, stuttered a little right there. This might be the most sustained success offensively that I have seen from the Denver Broncos all year. Because it feels like drive to drive, anything can change with this offense. Which is kind of really scary here with your team. But right now, man, this offense is playing very well. Broncos looking to respond. Chargers with a score on the previous possession. Broncos looking to reclaim the lead. Of course, we are in commercial break. They're showing the stupid TCL TV commercial, so if anyone's into that, I suppose. Let's try and get a 10 likes, you guys. Likes help get the stream out to more people. Trying to break some records here. We got 37 likes on the last stream. I want to try and hit 40, and I want to try and hit 100 subs before the new year. Really trying, really hoping. If not, it's alright. This is a hobby, but I do hope to entertain you. And I hope I have been doing a good job for all of you so far. But yeah, let's try and get up to 10 likes for now. Still in commercial break, but I believe we are probably close to coming out. Broncos driving once again. Bo Nix has made some great plays, made a couple of good throws so far with his arm especially on this drive, finding Vele for that long gain there. Broncos run game has showed out really well. I was just going over that on my ESPN tab here. I mean, you've got 2 guys, Estime and Williams for 21 yards, Estime with a touchdown, Bo Nix with 10 yards on his own on that one scramble. And then you got Watson and Marvin Mims each. They've contributed 12 combined yards. We're up to 7 likes. Let's go, you guys. Let's go. 24 concurrent viewers. You guys are awesome. You guys are absolutely awesome. And I love each and every one of you. Here we go. We are back for the start of the second quarter. Denver Broncos This offense is moving the ball right now. Run game is somehow working. And I'm not complaining. Broncos, may I remind you all of the implications of this game. Broncos can win and get into the dance tonight. Nick's going to come out in the shotgun inside of the Chargers' 35-yard line, running back to his left. Nix will take the snap, and it's going to be a play-action little RPO thing, and he throws a diving ball for Courtland Sutton that'll gain probably about 4 or 5. And here we go. We are in this thing. Second quarter action coming at you from Crushing It. Of course, any support you are willing to give is appreciated. It's a little bit of a two-safety look here. Nix found Sutton. Seemed like really quick. Little RPO there to Estime. And he's able to throw it perfectly outside to where only Sutton will get it. We're going to see Nix start in an empty set, but Williams will join him in the backfield to his left. Nix from the gun. Snap, drop back, and he's going to roll to his right, move the pocket, uncorks one to Courtland Sutton, and that will get Denver down to the Charger 10-yard line. Nix with a little bit of pocket movement there finds Sutton on the right side. And that is another huge first down for Denver. Sutton making his presence known now so far on this drive. Just a little crossing route here to set up with the play. And he's able to get it right where only Sutton can get it again. Almost could have ran him into a defensive back. 23 got caught with Sutton behind him. From the Charger 11, it's going to be Bo Nix in a single back formation here. Estime in the backfield will take the handoff running right. Estime bounces off a couple of guys, spinning, twisting, and he will finally be wrestled down after a gain of 8.5. Estime making his presence known so far tonight. That should get him to almost 30 yards rushing. Could only be 29. We'll see how they scored here, but Estime so far is showing out, and I know us Broncos fans have been clamoring for more Audric Estime. Derwin James had to hang on to him just to get him to stop, let alone down. Broncos now at the Chargers 2.5-yard line. See what they come out in. They are going to come out gun. It's going to be Estime remaining in the game to Bo Nix's left. We're going to see a motion to the left from Marvin Mims. Snap, it's going to be a little throw out to Marvin on a screen. Marvin unable to get the touchdown, but I believe he got the first down on that. Broncos had a first down at the 1-yard line, so could set up a first and goal for Denver at the 1. They did have the first down there. Mims just motions out to the left, sets up a little screen. Nick's able to find him there. Number 7 tracked him down really well, though, for the Chargers. So great play by 7. I believe that's Fulton. Great play from him. Broncos do convert for the first down at the 1. So they have 4 shots from it here. First and goal at the 1. Nix will be in an eye set here with Burton in the backfield. Nix, it's going to be play action, rolling out to his right. Nix looking for a man, dumps it to Michael Burton. Touchdown, Denver. Michael Burton with a reception. Touchdown. Broncos will reclaim the lead. Ladies and gentlemen, 2 drives. Oh, I got to move this to a little bit to the side. I was not ready for that. Working out some technical difficulties. We're okay. Just a little play action bootleg here and a goal line set. Nick's able to roll to the right, able to pull 45 off of Michael Burton. Number 45 was torn between both guys, had to defend both a run and a pass. Bo Nix able to find Michael Burton for a touchdown. 2 drives, 2 scores for the Denver Broncos. And this offense is humming right now. So the defense is going to look to rebound just a little bit after giving up a score on the previous drive. You guys are doing awesome. Can we hit 10 likes before the end of the commercial break? We are just going into it now. Can we hit 10 likes before the end of commercial break? We're at 7 right now, and we do have the time. Not to mention, can we hit 75 subscribers before halftime? We're up to 71 right now. Hoping to hit some goals here. The record to beat for likes on a stream is 37. I think you guys can do it. I think you guys can do it. I absolutely think you guys can do it. It's because you guys are awesome, by the way. Thank you for sticking around the way you have so far. We are in commercial break so far. And it has been, man, this Broncos offense is hitting on all cylinders when they've needed it most. Defense did fold up a little bit on the last drive. Some kind of soft coverage that got exposed. God damn it, I dropped my water. Never dropped my water on stream before. This is tragic, folks. This is tragic. But anyways, Denver able to score on their first 2 possessions there. Take a 14-7 lead over the Chargers. Broncos defense held the Chargers to a 3-and-out first possession before the Chargers were able to score on that second one. Broncos, of course, answer. Been super back and forth so far. Super fun game to watch. Oh, sorry. And this... and I just elbowed my desk. But anyways, this was the Oregon quarterback duel that everyone anticipated that it would be. I had some water or spit go down the wrong tube or something. Ugh. Oh, that did not feel good. That was a little embarrassing, folks. I'm not gonna lie. I am not going to lie. But here we go. Broadcast is coming back. Broncos, once again. Broncos will clinch. Broncos will clinch with a win tonight. Chargers, I believe if they win and they get some help, they'll clinch as well. But their playoff chances right now are still really, really good. So Broncos will be set up for the kickoff. God, I gotta forget not to leave dead air going on right now. We'll have to go get a water refill. Of course, second half is gonna see a lot of commercial break trips to the bathroom. But here we go. Kickoff. It's gonna be right at the edge of the end zone and will be knelt down. Chargers will take over on this possession. I gotta scoot that over just a bit in case I gotta add more numbers to it. Yeah, Denver Broncos right now. Pressure hasn't really been there. I'm not going to lie. First 2 drives when the Chargers have thrown, that pressure has not really been there as of yet. Herbert's getting rid of the ball quick, and he's finding his guys. But the run defense has been pretty good, except for that second drive. But here we go from the 30. It's going to be play action. Herbert's going to find Ladd McConkey on the left side. Ladd past midfield, and he's going to get pushed out at the Denver 43. So there is Ladd McConkey checking himself into the game here. Small little bugger. Working from the slot like I said he would earlier. Herbert, just a little play action to Vidal. Pass rush does get froze up, and he easily finds Ladd McConkey on a crossing route to the left side. And this game is turning interesting right now. Both defenses really not able to find anything here. Chargers quickly onto the Broncos side of the field. It's going to be Herbert in a pistol set, in kind of a full house pistol set. Number 12 motions to the left. Handoff to Vidal, and Vidal will be taken down after a gain of 2, just shy of the Denver 40-yard line. That'll set up a second down for Denver. Of course, they are without Riley Moss, like we mentioned earlier, and without Jaleel McLaughlin, which has prompted this running back by committee approach. Both teams over 100 yards. Denver at 144. Chargers now at 103. Second and 7. Vidal will line up to Herbert's left. Herbert, it's going to be a play action from him. Herbert going to step up and slide down after a gain of about 2 or 3. Pressure did almost get there that time. Herbert was feeling it. And he's got to scramble forward for just a short gain. That's going to set up a third down just across the Broncos 40. 3rd and 5. Vidal lines up to Herbert's right side now. They went up tempo. Herbert drops back from the gun. Herbert going to float it out to number 84, and that is a first down and a bit more for the Chargers. So another third down conversion there for LA. It's going to find another guy. 6 different receivers, and that is smart for the Chargers. Just another little crossing route, drag route, same side that McConkey got his long catch on. Broncos right now are just getting kind of torched right now on these little drags and slants, man. Drag, slants, cross. Here we go. Chargers pistol set. Number 42 is going to motion to the left of the formation. Herbert with a handoff to the left to Gus Edwards. And Gus will be caught up by Caden, or not Caden, by Ellis. Might be I can't separate them right now. He will be, Jonah, geez, there we go. Taken down by Jonah Ellis. It is a gain of about 2 for the Chargers. That will set up second down for them. They give him 3. So they are inside of the Denver 25 so far. They went 3 and out on the first drive. Touchdown, second drive. Broncos trying to hold them now here. Motion now from number 12. Drop back, and it's a screen here for Justin Herbert. And Smart will be... They're going to call him short of a first down. That'll set up third down and short for the Chargers. Broncos trying to get off of the field now. Just a little play action sell. Finds Jonah Ellis, catches Jonah Ellis lacking here. And Cody Barton, good job to him for getting out on that. Able to almost prevent a first down. They didn't give it to him. So 3rd and 1 now for the Chargers. Broncos looking to shut this down. Matlock will take a tight end spot here and motion over to the left side. Herbert with a handoff to Gus Edwards, and he will be tackled for a huge loss. Dondre Tillman will disrupt that play entirely and will force the Chargers into a field goal attempt. Dondre Tillman just came in like an absolute animal and shut down whatever Chargers' ambitions were there. Zach Allen was in there really quick. How did I start my laundry? Gotta answer a text message real quick. But here we go. 37-yard attempt here for Cameron Dicker, and that is good. Whoa, not 107. What? There we go. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, I will be right back after commercial break. You guys can look at the chair. I will return shortly. We have returned. You've not been abandoned. Oh, I forgot to refill my water. Crap. Okay. I can do that next ad break. I can refill the water next ad break. Hi, Bagel. I have to let my dog out at halftime. Gonna have to let my dog out at halftime. Here we go. We are back from commercial break, ladies and gentlemen, in beautiful SoFi Stadium. And this has been a great game so far. Broncos defense able to bend but not break, and they will not give up a touchdown to the Chargers here. Here we go. Broncos will be getting the ball back here. They have scored on 2 straight drives. Looking to make it 3 and hopefully start pulling away from the Chargers. It is now a 4-point game after that field goal drive. Dondre Tillman with a clutch tackle for loss on a 3rd and 1. And the Broncos defense able to hold. Yeah, I probably should have refilled my water while we were in break. But it's all right. Bo Nix having a good game so far. 9 for 11, 71 yards, and a score. He's been hitting his throws like he was pretty much through the middle chunk of the season. Here we go. Bo Nix and the Broncos offense. It's going to be a pistol set for him with Javonte Williams behind him. He will switch the formation up here into the gun. Javonte will move to the right. Bo will drop back to throw. A little screen out to Javonte Williams looking for blocks. Javonte Williams will break through a hole to get about 3 or 4. Second down, Denver. They will stay ahead of the sticks. Looks like Nick's trying to get rid of the ball quick, or they're trying to move the pocket a little bit. We've already seen a little bit of RPO Bo tonight. Didn't go for a super long gain, but they did score on that drive, so it is cool. It's whatever. 2nd and 6 for the Denver Broncos now. Bo Nix will come back out into the gun. We're going to see, I believe, Blake Watson to the left. No, it was, but it's going to be a false start on Denver. That'll back him up. And that will set up a 2nd and 11. Ben Powers with his 2nd false start of the night. So you do kind of hate to see that. He did jump early. That'll make it 2nd and 11 now from the 29. And we'll see what they're able to come up with here. So your good play to stay ahead of the sticks is negated by that penalty. 2nd and 11, 8 minutes to go here in the half. Nix will be in the gun with Marvin Mims to his left in the backfield. Nix drops back to throw, sets, throws one, but it's batted at the line. I believe he was looking for Lil Jordan Humphrey on a little bit of an inside slant. And that is going to make it 3rd and 11 now for these Broncos. Bo Nix already has a really nice run here to convert a 3rd down earlier in the game. So we'll see what they got here, 3rd and 11. Broncos offense has been humming up to this point, but now they find themselves kind of getting walled a little bit here. Nix will be in the gun here. We're going to see Nate Atkins motion over to the left side. Nix going to get set here. Snap, drops back to throw. Nix, deep drop, going to step up and flick it out to Javonte Williams. Williams dives for a 1st down. Able to convert another one here. Nix just dropped it off to him in the flat. Had enough green grass to build up some acceleration. And Bo Nix and this Broncos offense will get another 1st down. What a play there from really just Javonte Williams. I know we've kind of been hard on him all year. I'm going to move some stuff around here just a smidge. There we go. I know we have kind of harped on Bo Nix in this offense, but they are moving tonight. So from the 40-yard line now, Mims going to motion out to the left side. Play action to Watson. Toss out to Mims, and Marvin Mims is going to get loose. Down the sideline, makes a move. Marvin Mims to the 10. 5 dragged out of bounds by Derwin James. Little wide receiver screen, and Marvin Mims able to tiptoe down the sideline. And sets up Denver with a 1st and goal. He motions out of a split backfield. It's a fake to Blake Watson and a little bit of a screen here. Some crucial blocks. Humphrey gets a huge block to set the edge. And Marvin Mims can't quite outrun Derwin James, but he gets Denver down to the 5. Lil Jordan Humphrey, I know we've kind of been on his ass all year too, but he sets that play up well. So here we go. Nix will be in a single back set now. Javonte in the backfield. Nix, it's going to be play action to Javonte Williams. Throw to Javonte Williams, and it's off of his hands. 2nd and goal now for the Denver Broncos. And that's one that Williams has to have. That's a touchdown right there, and he knows it. He's looking up. He knows it. Oh my God. Okay, no. Sean Payton's clip sheet was the best thing I've seen all week. Just right at the top, it says, "Run it." Nix just gave him a bit of a fastball there. Williams unable to corral it. Here we go. From the gun, it looks like Estime is in the backfield to Nix's left. Nix takes a snap, and it's going to be fake to Estime. Touchdown, Denver! Devon Vele on a little RPO right there. There is a flag down. We're going to see what that is. For now, it's a touchdown. But what are they going to find here? I don't know. Sean's arguing with the ref here a little bit. I'm ready to change this score right now. Bo's pointing. Sean's fighting. Bo's making a case for stuff. You got another guy making a case here. Devon Vele just wants his goddamn touchdown. He's standing in the background. No foul on the play for an eligible man downfield. Touchdown stands. Touchdown stands. Devon Vele gets another touchdown this season. Just a little bit of an RPO to estimate out of the gun. And Nick's able to find his man in the corner, in the left corner of the end zone. Oof. Yeah, no, that's just kind of a missed call right there. That's a little bit of a missed call. Quinn Miners was kind of a long way down the field, but that is fine. Broncos, 21-10 in this first half. 6:22 to go in the first half. Broncos are humming right now offensively. I'm going to go grab some water. I forgot to do it while I was going to the bathroom. Don't go anywhere. Like the video, and I will be right back. I need some water, man. Told you I'd be right back. Absolutely told you I'd be right back. I just needed some water. Gotta keep my throat nice and slick. That might have been the wrong word to use there. Gotta keep my throat wet. Gotta keep the whistle wet. But the Broncos right now are absolutely humming on offense. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns for the Broncos, for Bo Nix and the Broncos. Bo Nix with 2 passing touchdowns thus far. And man, Bo Nix's numbers right now. He does get some aid from that long Marvin Mims catch from that 54-yarder. But Bo Nix right now, 13-17, 146 yards, 2 touchdowns, 140.8 rating. Broncos run game right now doing some work. Audric Estime, 5 carries, 30 yards, and a score. Javonte still 2 for 21, so those rushing numbers remain the same. Receiving numbers right now, Marvin Mims, 2 catches, 55. Sutton, 2 for 22. Vele, 2 for 21 with a touchdown. Michael Burton has caught Bo Nix's other touchdown, and then a couple of other kind of 13-yard catches from some assorted Denver Broncos. Man, this Broncos offense right now is absolutely humming. Yeah, commentary crew is looking at the touchdown because Quinn Miners probably should have been called as ineligible man downfield. He probably should have. So, I mean, whatever. Denver gets away with 1. We've seen teams get away with some crap all the time, man. Harbaugh wasn't too thrilled about it, but that's kind of whatever. 16 concurrent viewers in the room, 7 likes. Let's try and get that number up to 10. Here we go. Lutz with the kickoff, and it will be Charger ball. So we'll see what Justin Herbert and this offense can do. They are coming off of 2 scoring drives right now, touchdown and a field goal. Went 3 and out their very first series, and they find themselves down 11 now with about 6 minutes to go in the half. Denver Broncos do get the ball coming out of the locker rooms, so we'll have to see what the Chargers do here. Do they try and kill some clock, or what are they shooting for? Here we go. Herbert, single back set, Gus Edwards in the backfield. We are going to see Matlock motion into the backfield into an I formation here. Herbert with the snap. It will be a handoff to Gus, and he is converged on quickly. And he's only going to get about 2. A couple of different Broncos right there. Ooh, got some shoving going on. Jonathan Cooper, Hayden Hurst, Matlock, and Cody Barton. Things are getting a little chippy right now. Now Herbert's having a good efficient game. 7 of 7, 88 yards. Hasn't thrown a lot, though. Chargers are really trying to establish this run game, and just right now, so far, it has not been working for them. It has not been working. Oh, and Gus Edwards is hobbled. Looks like Vidal will come in on this 2nd and 8. Vidal going to motion out left in the backfield. Here we go. Herbert from the gun. Going to get this one off to Joshua Palmer. Pat Surtain in the area. Will hold him short of the sticks, and that will bring it to 3rd down. See what the distance is here in a second. 3rd and 3, 5.5 minutes to go in the half. Broncos 21-10 lead. Herbert will come out in the gun, running back to his right. We're going to see a smart motion over to the right side of the formation here. Herbert takes a snap. Broncos will send 3, and almost intercepted by Brandon Jones. Joshua Palmer was the target, and he got popped for that thing. Brandon Jones on the breakup there, and that will force a quick Chargers punt. Another 3 and out there. Oh, boy. Broncos looking to make it a now 18-point lead. Brandon Jones broke that thing up with his helmet. Could have been intercepted. Palmer got a hand on it. It was a little behind him. And there is the punt. We'll see if Marvin Mims can do anything with it. Fair catch taken at the 21-yard line. Broncos with 5 minutes to go on the dime. They're going to send that one to commercial break. Broncos on 3 straight scoring drives right now, looking to make it 4. Almost to 900 views on the stream before halftime. You guys have been awesome. 13 concurrent. Not the same numbers we did last stream, but still something I am incredibly happy with. I hope you guys are all doing well. Let me know in the chat. See if we can get the stream to 10 likes. Remember, likes help get this stream out to other football fans. And I want to do this in front of as many faces as possible, ladies and gentlemen. I revel in this kind of stuff. And I'll mess here with some of the settings. Maybe the tags a little bit as well. I think that was some stuff that I kind of forgot to go mess with. So there we go. Messing with a couple of the stream settings. Yeah, we're doing well so far tonight. High view numbers, just not a ton of concurrent, but I'm glad that I've held who I have. Hopefully we can get some more peeps in here. But man, I am having a good night so far, and so are the Denver Broncos, you guys. This running game right now is going nuts. 11 carries for 73 yards combined between all the running backs. They are averaging 6.6 yards per carry, and Audric Estime has a touchdown. Bo Nix in this first half, 13-17 with for 146 yards, 2 touchdowns, 140.8 rating. Broncos are looking to go down and score once again to bring this lead out to 18. And this, man, I'm not saying they're going to put this thing away in the first half, because this is the NFL. That's not what happens. But right now, the Broncos are on a ridiculous run. They are taking time off of the clock, and they're doing all the things that they have been trying to do for really the past, 2, 3, 4 months? Since September. The running game has been outstanding so far, and they've been doing it by a wide committee, you guys. Not to mention, Bo Nix is hitting his guys left and right. More to the Nix we are used to seeing, and he's doing it on national TV, so maybe bolstering his Rookie of the Year case just a little bit. But here we go. 5 minutes to go from halftime here, and all of their drives have gone 70-plus yards. And this one will be no different if they score. We're going to see an I formation here. 2 receiver set. Blake Watson in the backfield. Here we go. It's going to be Michael Burton in motion. Fake pitch out to Blake Watson. And Nix going to roll to his right. And Nix will take off. Nix with a first down and more. And he will scamper out of bounds after about a gain of 15 for Bo Nix. Didn't have anything in the air. Tucks it under his arm and just able to book it forward for some more yards. What a play. Just a little fake pitch to the left with that motion out from Burton. Was likely looking for Humphrey on that. Joey Bosa was just a little too close for him. 8 likes, let's go. Nick's able to accelerate and just get on his horse, no pun intended, for the Broncos. Here we go, Nick's in the gun, running back to his right, and they will be snapping this from the 37. Nix drops back to throw here. Blitz is picked up. Nix ducks a guy, but Joey Bosa will finally get to Bo Nix. Pressure was picked up initially, but after that, Nix unable to get out of the pressure. He did duck a guy, but he does get caught just after that by Joey Bosa. Yeah, Chargers brought 5 on that one, and their rush was just able to finally break through for them. So, nice time blitz by the Chargers. It goes as a loss of 8. So, here we go. Nix will be in the gun, and they got to take a timeout right there. Play clock was running down with 3:36 to go. Unable to get the play communicated or something along those lines. Bosa with a huge sack on that one. Not sure if they're going to give him a half sack or a full sack on that one. But we can go check. We can go check. Nope, they gave Joey Bosa the whole thing. Joey Bosa with a full sack. Pause. Unpause. Fresh out of the timeout now. It'll be 2nd and 18 for the Broncos. 3:36 to go in the half. Broncos trying to add more points to the board here and trying to just kind of run up the score at this point. 11-point lead right now. Offense on 3 straight scoring drives. First real negative play of the game here for him on that sack. Joey Bosa able to get in and create some problems. So here we go. It is going to be Bo Nix in the gun. Williams is going to jump over to his right. Nix making a change at the line of scrimmage, pointing a few things out. Nix will get set play clock under 5. Nix with the snap going to drop back to throw. Nix going to fire one over the middle to Courtland Sutton. Sutton will get dragged down after a gain of about 11 or 12. And that will set up a 3rd and manageable here now for the Broncos. After what looked like 2nd and a country mile. It's just Sutton on a little in-breaking route. And that is one of the Broncos' favorite plays. Courtland Sutton in-breaking route. That might as well be the name of the play because that is where Bo goes a lot of the time on that. No robber in the middle of the field able to find him. So that sets up a 3rd and 6 now as opposed to what could have been a 3rd and forever. 7 on the play clock now. Nix with a running back to his right side. We're going to motion Vele further out to the left. Nix gets set, barely gets the play off. Nix tries to fire one off, and it is batted into the air, looking for Vele. 4th and 6 now. Broncos no, not quite in field goal range, so we will see the first Broncos punt of the evening there. Looking for Vele on the left side and just unable to find him. So, Broncos forced to punt now, their first punt of the game. Nix had another hitch to just wait. He probably has Lil Jordan Humphrey on the other side. Or on the same side, just further in. Riley Dixon to punt. And he will boot this thing into the SoFi sky. And that will be caught at the 9. No fair catch, so we're going to see number 12 making some moves. Then he gets up to the 40, or to the 25. And that will give the Chargers possession as we go into another ad break. Justin Herbert looking to come out and get this offense cooking. So Broncos offense with their first real negative drive of the day. They are still able to drive, although they're not quite winning the field position battle on that. Dixon did boot it to about the 9 from his own 40. But nice return on that. Very good return on that. Oh. More water. So, here we go. It's going to be Chargers ball just before the 2-minute warning here. 2:34 to go on the clock. They will have it at their own 25. Right on it, too. It is going to be number 28 in the backfield by Herbert in the gun. Herbert gonna motion number 12 to the right side, play action on that, and he's gonna sling it out to number 12 now, and he's got a blocker in front, down to the 35, and he's gonna be down at the, they'll probably give him the 36-37 on that. Scampered forward a little bit, gain of 12. Chargers looking to move and respond now. Broncos do get ball at half, and the Chargers know that. Chargers going up tempo now, 2:10 to go on the clock. Herbert in the gun. Herbert gets a snap, drops back to throw. Pressure getting in on him, and he's going to check it down to his running back over the middle. Broncos will drag him down there. Gain of about, I want to say, 5. And that will take us to the 2-minute warning. 21-10 for the Denver Broncos. They have been killing it tonight so far. Broncos' run game has been a major asset when at times it has been a damn near liability. So it'll be interesting to see what this defense is able to do. Can they get Denver the ball back here? They do have 2 timeouts. We'll have to see if they're able to get a stop here off of that. Chargers almost to the Broncos side of the field. Been a real back and forth game. Like, despite the score, like, this has been a really, really good game so far. I've been really, really pleased with the Broncos offense. The run game has been, you can tell it's been a point of emphasis, I likely think, all week. Peyton had a little thing at the top of his play sheet just in marker that just said, run it. And with like 2 exclamation marks, and he's been making it work tonight so far. Like I say, let's go back over some of these numbers real quick. You've got Audric Estime, 5 carries, 30 yards for a touchdown. Bo Nix, 5 carries, 25 yards. Javonte Williams, 2 carries, 21 yards. Blake Watson, 2 for 9, and Marvin Mims, 1 for 3. Kind of got away from it here the past little bit. I would like to see them return to it a little bit. It feels like they've gotten away from the running game a little bit, which you don't want to do while you're winning like that. So I would like to see Denver, when they do get the ball back, I would like to see them get back to the run here, hoping they can get the ball back before the half is over. But they do get ball at half. Would just like to see them get more points on the board right now. Yeah, we are up to 73 subscribers. You guys are awesome. Just try and get the stream up to 10 likes. Try and get this out to more people in the algorithm. Certainly helps the stream. Helps get more football fans in here. Am I quiet? What's the word here? Am I a little quiet? A little loud? How are you guys feeling? Quiet, loud, 1 or 2? What are we feeling? Yeah, Broncos right now in impeccable position to try and clamp down on this thing and claim their first playoff berth right now. 21-10 lead. We are coming out of the 2-minute warning right now. And Broncos firmly in control. We are up to 9 likes. Let's go. You guys are awesome. Let's try and hit 10 before halftime. Let's hit 10 before halftime, gentlemen. Ladies, gentlemen, and all in between. We don't discriminate. Here we go. Herbert in the pistol. 2nd and 5. Broncos showing blitz. Herbert trying to get somebody to jump. Doesn't work. It's going to be a play fake to Vidal. Pressure was in his face, but he finds Ladd McConkey on the Broncos side of the field. Down to the 37, where Brandon Jones is there to make the tackle. That'll be Ladd McConkey's 2nd catch of the game. Justin Stranad was on a blitz, and he was on Herbert. Chargers going to go no huddle here. Herbert will remain in the gun from the 37. Herbert drops back to throw. No pressure gets into him, and he's just going to overshoot. Looked like a little bit of a miscommunication here. He was looking for a guy to the outside on the right side. Unable to find anyone, just kind of lands in the middle of an island there. But man, he nailed McConkey to get them into Denver territory. And that is where the Chargers will operate. Sitting in roughly long field goal range is probably what I'd call it. Maybe kind of long, medium, who knows. Anyways, Herbert in the gun here for 2nd and 10. Broncos blitz is on. It's going to be a little dump off to Ladd McConkey. Who else? and he will be tackled by a combination of P.J. Locke and Brandon Jones. That will be short of the sticks with under a minute 20 to go, and now under a minute 15. Chargers killing a bit of clock. Broncos not taking any timeouts here so far. Chargers are driving, and we do finally get a timeout now at 1:07 to go. They're going to respot the ball, and then they're checking something right now. They're checking something. Not sure what they're looking at here. 1,000 views before halftime. You guys are all awesome. You guys are all awesome. Hopefully I can start keeping some of you around. Just been hovering in like this 10 to 15 range all game, so hopefully I can start keeping some of you in here. At least more than what I got. Thank you to everyone who has stayed. You guys are awesome. Let's try and hit 10 likes before halftime. Try and hit 10. But where we are right now, what are they reviewing here? Are they reviewing to see whether or not he got the first? Okay, I think they're reviewing the spot here. I think they thought he might have got it or he didn't get it. It's one of the two. They were reviewing the spot of the ball there. Ladd McConkey was fighting, trying to fight through two Broncos to get it. Harbaugh looked not terribly displeased. Okay, they were just confirming that McConkey was short of the line to gain. Might as well look at it. Chargers. Okay, so the Chargers are kind of going to get some more time back here after the review. They set the clock back to 1:25, and then they run the 10 seconds off. So it goes from the Chargers having a minute 8 on the clock to a minute 15, which could work out for the Broncos, really, in the grand scheme of things, if they can get this ball back here. 3rd and inches now for the LA Chargers from inside of the Denver 30. Not quite to the 25, sitting at about the 27-yard line. Chargers in a bit of a heavier set here. Herbert surges forward, and he does get it. Minute 8 to go on the clock and counting. And looking like they're going to let this thing run a little bit. Now they got to try and pull some guys off. Looked like Zach Allen was laying on top of Mr. Herbert right there. They're going to get set quick here in the shotgun. Herbert with a running back to his right. Herbert drops back to throw. Broncos pressure getting in on him. Intercepted! Chris Abrams-Drain. Abrams-Drain ran the route better than the receiver, and Abrams-Drain will trot out just before the 20-yard line. Chris Abrams-Drain will shut that Chargers drive down, and that will give the ball right back to the Broncos. What a play by Chris Abrams-Drain. In man coverage, he gets long, and he gets his hands up for it, and that has got to feel good for him. We were saying a lot of good about KAD during the week. I can tell you that much. Saying a lot of good things about Chris Abrams-Drain. He runs the route better than the receiver and then just jumps it. So Herbert throws an interception, his 3rd of the year, 2nd in as many games. And Abrams-Drain able to jump that thing and take it away. And the Broncos offense will have it. 41 seconds to go. 2 timeouts. Bo Nix is hyped about it on the sideline. All the coaches are hyped about it. Herbert does not look as hyped about it, but I'm feeling pretty good about it. Chris Abrams-Drain, welcome to the NFL. Bo Nix going to take it from what looks to be an empty set. Javonte Williams started in the backfield before motioning out. It's going to be a screen to Javonte, who tries to make a move, but that is going to be a loss of 3 for the Broncos, so we'll likely see him kill some clock here. Looked like they wanted to set that up, and the fact that they didn't right there could just see them run the half. What do we got? Hi, I'm Andres. I live in Mexico, and I am a Broncos fan. Happy to have you in the chat, Andres. I'm also a huge Broncos fan as well. Broncos tried a little something there on that one. Williams not able to haul it in. It's going to be 3rd and 13 with 13 seconds to go in the half. Broncos do have 2 timeouts, but they don't look to be all in that much of a hurry. Abrams-Drain feeling really good about himself right now. But yeah, man, I am glad you're enjoying. Glad you're here. Glad to have you. Go Broncos. Yes, sir. From Mexico. Very cool. Nick's going to take the snap from under center, and it looks to be a handoff to Javonte Williams heading right, and that will set up 4th down. Jim Harbaugh going to call a timeout here. He wants a chance at the ball here with 8 seconds to go. Likely looking to get a big punt return right here. And the Denver, hey, we've hit 10 likes. Let's go, you guys. Before halftime, right before in the final seconds. So there we go. Broncos took their timeout, or Chargers took a timeout on that play. Broncos just ran the ball trying to run out of half. They gained 1, 4th and 12. And they will punt this one away. So Chargers will kind of get the ball here with 8 seconds and counting. 3, 2, 1. We got a muff. They've got a flag, so they might call that fair catch interference. But it was a muff. Clock does go to 0, so it probably won't matter anyways. But we'll see what this call is before we go into halftime. What do we got here? Refs are talking about it right there. Looked like a Broncos gunner just ran into the return guy. But we're going to see what this call is. Tremon Smith was trying to get out of the return. It is going to be fair catch interference, though. Ooh, okay, we could see a free kick. Okay, so it's going to be an untimed down. Are we going to see the Chargers snap it? Or are we going to see him try a really long, really rare free kick? We could witness history here, folks. If we see a free kick, that would be crazy. What is Harbaugh thinking? They're going to have an untimed down right here, and Herbert will come out onto the field. Justin Herbert's going to come out, so the Chargers are going to proper snap this for a bit of a Hail Mary situation. So, 1st and 10, only play before we get into halftime, and we are going to see a timeout taken here. Looks like Harbaugh's not quite sure what to do. He's second-guessing himself right now. Probably thinking about a little bit of a free kick. We're going to have to see what they do. Once again, they could go for the free kick here. We could see a free kick on this one. One of the rarest plays in the National Football League, and we could see one tonight. What is Harbaugh thinking right now? He's got the guys kind of converged on the sideline here. Doesn't look like he's fully sure. Dicker's warming up a little bit, so we'll see what they do. He said free kicks. You never see those. It looks like Dicker's coming onto the field. They're going to try a free kick. They are going to try the free kick, I think. I never thought I'd see this live. Chargers will try a free kick from 65 yards out. It can be returned as well. It's basically a kickoff that can be a field goal at this point. Wow. Last time this thing was successful, 1976. I was a fan of John Elway playing. First Super Bowl was Denver versus San Francisco. Elway is the best. I do agree. Man, versus San Fran, though, is a rough one to be your first, considering they got 55-10. Here we go. It's going to be a free kick. Denver takes a timeout now, and this end of half segment is just getting extended further and further. Now Cam Dicker is going to jog off of the sideline. What is the plan, Harbaugh? He's going to get another warm-up kick in, maybe a little more time to think about it, get in his own head. But for all intents and purposes, it seems like the Chargers are prepared here. Broncos likely just trying to get a return unit onto the field. We are going to see Dicker jog back out. He just wanted his warm-up kick. We are going to see one of the rarest plays in NFL history, ladies and gentlemen. We are witnessing history. The rare free kick. So, damn. Okay, I just whacked my table. So you have to have a holder on this. But it's basically a kickoff from where you fair catch the ball. Oh, it's 57. I thought they said it was longer than that. 57-yard field goal attempt. On a free kick setup here, it can be returned if it is missed. Probably at the longer end here of Cameron Dicker's range. Dicker going to get set here. No snap required. Just the hold. Dicker getting himself nice and set up. Dicker gets this one up. And it is good! I don't care for the Chargers, but that's cool. The Chargers convert a 57-yard free kick to go into half. Broncos will have the ball at halftime. And I will be right back to you all. Gotta go let my dog outside. But that is halftime with a score of 21-13. I will be right back, and I will see you soon. We'll be back. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. It is halftime between the Broncos and the Chargers. 21-3 is your score. Broncos got out to a really, really hot start, but they did cool off a little bit. Had a couple of punts there at the end of the game. One of them led to a 57-yard free kick by Cameron Dicker. So yeah, we are doing good. Let's go over some of these halftime numbers, and in case I get rated, I have chat on my phone. I do kind of doubt it, but we will see. Bo Nix having himself a half. 15-21, 155 yards and 2 touchdowns. Audric Estime, 5 of 30 rushing. 5 carries, 30 yards, 1 touchdown for him. Bo Nix, 2 for 25. Javonte Williams, 3 for 22. Blake Watson, 2 for 9. And Marvin Mims, 1 for 3 in the carries department. Receiving, Marvin Mims leads the team, 2 catches, 54 yards. Cortland Sutton, 3 catches, 34 yards. You got Devon Vele, 2 for 21. Javonte Williams, 4 for 14. Blake Watson, 1 for 13. Nate Adkins, 1 for 13. And Michael Burton, 2 for 6 and a touchdown. I did forget to mention Devon Vele has a touchdown. Broncos defense, Chris Abrams-Drain, the rookie, getting himself an interception. I'd argue he ran the route better than one of the Chargers receivers. Are we a bit quiet? Can you hear me all right? Are we good? Are we good? Hopefully we are, and hopefully we stay that way. But what else do we have? Of course, Chris Abrams-Drain with the 18-yard interception return on that to kill a Chargers drive. Will Lutz is 3 for 3 on his point afters. Marvin Mims has not had a return yet. Broncos are playing solid right now. Defense playing good ball. Offense right now is playing good. I really would like to see the Broncos get back to the run game, just because they have kind of gotten away from it since the first quarter. They did really, really good in the first half, though. 13 carries, 89 yards. It's been a good half running for them. I would like to see them get back to that. For the Chargers, Justin Herbert, 12 of 15 for 140 yards, so he's having a pretty decent half himself. 1 interception, though, no touchdowns. Kamani Vidal, 2 carries, 22 yards. Gus Edwards not having that great of a game on the ground. 8 carries, 18 yards. He does have a touchdown, though, but he's only averaging 2.3 yards per carry. Justin Herbert, 2 carries, 4 yards, just scrambling and trying to get out of pressure. And you got Darius Davis has a carry for -3. Receiving, Ladd McConkey, 3 catches, 57 yards. Joshua Palmer, 2 catches, 29 yards on 5 targets. Stone Smart, 2 catches, 18 yards. Darius Davis, 1 catch, 2 yards. Scott Madlock, big number 44 in that Chargers backfield, 1 catch, 10 yards. Quentin Johnson, 1 for 6. Hassan Haskins, 1 for 5. And Gus Edwards, 1 for 3. Chargers defense has not forced a turnover, but they have forced 2 straight punts. Broncos will get the ball at halftime, so we'll have to see what they do with that here. Once again, I hope everyone is having a wonderful night. If you are enjoying the stream and enjoying the content, a like and a subscribe would be highly appreciated. Trying to get to 100 subscribers. But, man, Chargers defense right now is reeling. 230 combined yards right now between each for the Broncos right now offensively. Jeez, okay, I'm getting myself together here. Yeah, 136 or 236 for them combined. They've already outdone their offensive effort against the Colts. So it has been so far a great game for this Broncos offense. So, yeah, like we were... Another raid! Another raid! I was ready for it this time, you guys! I was ready for this thing! I was ready! I didn't miss it this time! I did not miss it! Grossi! 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 Oh, my man Tom! He's come through for me once again. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Glad to have you. Glad to have you. Thank you so much, Tom. Thank you. Thank you, Tom. Thank you, Perna. So happy to see you guys. I didn't miss it this time. I have 2 monitors with chat set up right now. I did not miss it. I looked at chat this time. Muffy remembers. Let's go. Let's go. Chaotic good. You guys are awesome. You guys are awesome. Sending love from Australia. You are awesome. You are awesome. You guys are awesome. 89 likes. Man. Oh, you guys are cool. We've shattered my goals. Shattered my like goal. That is for sure. I am 82 subs. You guys are awesome. You guys are awesome. I'm gonna keep up on this commentary, you guys. So if you guys are here, I do live play-by-play commentary, trying to, I don't know, sound like a Fox announcer or something. Just trying to put my voice out there. My screen set up with a game tracker next to my face. It's nice. Thank you so much. I just came up with that like yesterday when I was putting stream together, so I have really glad to see the love for that. Yeah, let's go Broncos. Like I said, I am going to be here calling the game like I have been. This feels so good. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. We were tapering off a little bit before you guys got here, so you guys are awesome. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. 106 likes, you guys. Thank you. Yeah, I didn't. Thoughts on the game? Broncos are running the ball really well right now. Sorry, I just saw your comment, Aiken. Broncos are running the ball really well right now. I would like to see them go back to it a little bit more, just because they were really in on it during the first quarter, and then they have kind of really tapered off, but they're running the ball really well right now, collectively averaging 6.8 yards per carry at the moment. So that has been their strength so far. And I mean, you're getting production from everyone right now. Estime especially, he's got the touchdown, 6 yards per carry, 5 for 30. Bo Nix using his legs when he needs to. It's been really good for the Broncos offensively so far. Bo Nix looking really good. Broncos defense playing great. Chris Abrams drain, snagged himself an interception. So yeah, I am feeling good about this game so far. I am feeling quite good about this game so far. But yeah, once again, thank you guys for the GPS raid. Hopefully we can get some more people in the room here pretty soon. A little bit dead on stream right now, not gonna lie, but we will try and keep the ship sailing. At the moment, Chargers aren't playing bad. I will say, the Chargers are not playing bad right now. They are not playing bad. I will give it to them. Their offense is playing well. They do have a major missed opportunity by the likes of Mr. Herbert, throwing that pick to Chris Abrams drain, who I'd argue ran the route better than his intended receiver, if I'm honest. Had a good voice for this sub. Thank you, S. Aiken. Thank you, I appreciate it. Denver going to be a problem in the playoffs? I agree, Lockarius. I agree. I will have a game recap up. Probably going to have to be Saturday, just because I have a lot of plans tomorrow, unless I stream it during the afternoon. So we are just going to have to see how that one goes. Congrats for the extraordinary narration. Thank you, Andre. Thank you. Thank you for sticking through with me during the stream. You've been awesome, man. But yeah, man, Broncos have been awesome so far. They have come out looking better than I ever could have expected. Sorry, God, Lions, man. Got to get out of my face right here. Oh, I have a lot of hair. But yeah, man, Broncos are playing really good right now. I don't know if any of you saw this at all, but the Chargers hit a free kick at the end of the half. Denver punted. It was a fair catch, which ended up being fair catch interference. That is the first fair catch free kick made since 1976. Since 76. That is a crazy number. We are coming out of halftime right now. Bo Nix playing a really good first half. Broncos will get the ball to start things out, and I believe we are almost to the other side of halftime. So we will hope Denver can continue that momentum. Like I said during the break, I really hope Denver gets back to the run game here. Bo Nix for Rookie of the Year. I agree, Lockarius. I agree. I agree wholeheartedly. Nix has got to go up for Rookie of the Year, man. I think a lot of people thought his case dead after the Colts game and after the 5 picks in 2 games thing. But really, I mean, he's in front of the national media, and a lot of these rewards are narrative driven. So we could see Nix boost himself back in, but here we go. Second half action from SoFi Stadium. Oh, it's going to be a touchback. Tremon Smith will field it in the end zone, and Bo Nix and the Broncos offense are going to come right back out. Bo Nix and this offense have been moving the ball pretty well. Nix has been nailing the throws he has needed to. Marvin Mims has a nice little screen that he took. Wasn't for a touchdown, but it set up a huge touchdown. Broncos looking to rebound after 2 straight punts. Becoming a dual threat QB, really got a great pick. I agree. Bo has been good, but here we go. Broncos in the I form. It's going to be Estime on the field behind Michael Burton and Bo Nix. Bo Nix going to motion Marvin Mims, a little orbit into the backfield. Handoff to Audric Estime. Estime going to deliberate his way up the line for 7. Set up 2nd and 3 for the Denver Broncos here. And already this run game seems to be picking up where they left it off, which really it seems like they left it off in the first quarter because they did a lot of throwing during that second quarter. So we are going to have to see how they adjust, maybe how the Chargers adjust. We are going to see 2nd and 3 now, 14:30 to go in the third quarter. Second half action coming at you on Crushing It. Nix will be under center to start this thing off. Not sure who's in the backfield. Marvin Mims will motion left. Nix, it is going to be a handoff to Blake Watson, and Watson will fall forward for 2. Setting up a 3rd and manageable here. Blake Watson, recently called up from the Broncos practice squad to replace the injured Jaleel McLaughlin. He has been out with a quad injury. So while it hasn't looked great for the Broncos on that front, Blake Watson has been contributing. He has had some good carries. Broncos run game has been good. And Sean Payton, I don't know if any of you saw like a clip on Twitter. Sean Payton's play sheet literally had a thing at the top that said run it. Here we go. Nix in the gun. 3rd and 1 with Marvin Mims in the backfield. Nix going to drop back to throw. And that will be caught and ran by Troy Franklin. Franklin getting loose, and he will get up to... He will get into Chargers territory, it looks like. Troy Franklin with a good catch right there. 15 concurrent viewers. Let's go, you guys. Let's go. We are up to 106 likes after the Grossi raid. So once again, I would like to highly thank Tom Grossi, Brandon Perna, and the guys at GPS. Nix with a confident throw finds Troy Franklin over the middle. I would like to see... Perna's got to feel good about that because someone at DNVR, I think. Here we go. Nix in a bit of a heavier set here behind center. Fumbled by Marvin Mims, able to pick it up. That could have been a disaster, but instead it's just a loss of a couple of yards on a little bit of a pitch out to the left side. Nix tossed that thing out to Marvin Mims. Mims unable to look it in. He's able to recover on it. Oh man, that could have been disaster. Broncos get bailed out a little bit by the football gods. Really, just Mims tried to start running with it before he caught it. So instead of a change of possession, 2nd and 12. Nix once again under center. Nix, it's going to be a pitch back to Mims. It's a flea flicker. Nix looking for a guy, rolls, and he finds a check down in Adam Troutman. So that'll set up a 3rd down. Broncos trying to get a little flea flicker action in there. Nothing was open downfield. Nix finds his check down right there. It was covered up surprisingly well. And just trying to give Mims another chance to feel good about it. Look the ball in. Yeah, that was well covered down the field. So it will be 3rd and 5. It will be 3rd and 5, or 3rd and 7, excuse me, for the Broncos offense in Chargers territory from the 40-yard line. Nix in the gun. Nix trying to get the snap off. Play clock down to 3. Gets the snap off. Nix finds Adkins. Adkins trying to fight for a 1st down, and he will not be able to. Going to be a couple of yards short there. So we'll see what the Broncos do in no man's land here. Looks like it'll be a 4th and 3. We'll see what Sean Payton wants to do here. It's going to be 4th and 2. They give him 5 on that. Adkins was open, kind of middle flat spot of the field. And it looks like the Broncos are going to go for this thing. Will Lutz will remain on the sidelines. Could just try to see a hard count here. Broncos could try to take advantage of a trepidous Chargers line. Nix is going to come out in the gun. 4th and 2. Adkins in motion. Play clock down to 3. Nix will snap it. It's going to be a screen to Sutton, and Sutton will convert the 1st down. Broncos will keep the train moving as they near the Charger 30. So a gutsy call there by Sean Payton. A little screen out to Cortland Sutton. It's blocked well, and they get just enough. And a tiny bit more. Got him behind Adkins and Lil Jordan Humphrey, and that was pretty much wraps on that one. Broncos will be operating from the Chargers 31. Here we go. It's going to be Nixon, an offset I formation, running back directly behind him. Nix, it will be a handoff to Audric Estime heading left, and the Chargers will finally snuff out a run. Going to be tackled for about a 2-yard loss after that 4th down and 2 conversion, and that will set up 2nd down. Broncos have held the ball for almost 6 minutes right now. They're on quite the drive right now, and that's what they've been doing so far tonight. Running the ball, time of possession. But man, Derwin James and then number 90 for the Chargers got around to that run. They call it a loss of 1. 2nd and 11 for Denver here in Charger territory. Play clock down to 1. Nix barely gets it off. They give him the tick. Steps up in the pocket and heaves it. Nix looking for someone in the crowd at that point, I think is where that ball ended up. Nix just uncorked that thing down the field. And that will set up 3rd and 11 at the very worst. Broncos are in closer field goal range now to extend this lead one way or another, but you would like to see him put the ball in the end zone here coming out of half. Oh, there we go. So, Broncos 4 for 7 on 3rd down tonight. 7 is the average to go. 3rd and 11, Nix will empty out the backfield. It's going to be a little screen out to Marvin Mims. Mims got some blocks, had the 1st down, but Joey Bosa ends up dragging him down a few yards short. And we're going to see the Broncos field goal unit come out now. Will Lutz looking to extend this lead here out to 9. It would be an 11-point game. God, I can't do math. It would be an 11-point game should he nail this thing, so back to the previous margin. Lutz is getting lined up for this thing, likely just trying to run some clock here. Broncos winning time of possession hard. From the right hash, snap, the hold, and the kick is good. From 41 for Will Lutz. That will put the Broncos back up by 11. And they will hold this lead. So there they go, and we are going to coast into commercial break, ladies and gentlemen. Broncos now claiming a bigger lead. That would have been their halftime lead if it wasn't for the free kick. So Broncos get that margin back, make it a 2-possession game once again. Oh, man. Such a great game from the Broncos so far. Good to see him go out and get points right off of the jump there at halftime. So there is that. Broncos running game did get a little bit of work in, not a ton. Estime did take a loss of about 2 on the 1 carry, but he is 7 for 36 right now, and points are points. Points are points. Broncos went about 50 yards, got into field goal range, converted a 4th down to do it. But yeah, we are now in commercial break. Broncos are really, really winning this time of possession battle right now, man. Like, if I go look at what are the numbers on that? Broncos are winning the time of possession battle by almost 12 minutes right now. It's 23:52 to 12:37 coming out of that drive from halftime. Denver's up to 285 total yards. They are playing one whale of a game so far, and the defense is playing well right now. So I'm excited to see what the second half looks like as we keep going. Like I said, Denver has already drained a lot of time off of the clock here. That was 6-minute possession and more. And they are really winning that time of possession battle, and that does not bode well for the Chargers at the moment, whose offense has... They've gotten into gear on a couple of drives here. And they kind of lucked into that free kick there. There was a penalty on it that or on the punt, it was a free kick interference, or a kick catch interference, whatever the actual penalty is. So it is what it is. Denver able to extend that lead back out to 11, and we are getting back into the broadcast now. Thank you so much for everyone that has popped in, for everyone that was a part of the GPS raid, and for Grossi, and to Grossi and Perna for sicking the raid on me. Really appreciate getting it twice in 3 games. You guys are awesome. Let's see if we can get the stream to 110 likes. Here we go. Lutz will boot this thing away, and it will be Chargers football. So, here we go. Like we said, like I've been saying all night, Broncos get in with a win. The Broncos can clinch their first playoff appearance in 9 years with a win tonight. Chargers' playoff chances drop to 74% with a loss. So, high stakes right now. It's going to be Herbert under center here, running back directly behind him in a single back. It's going to be a play action, a little bit of a bootleg. Cooper was kind of in his face, but he will get it away. And fine Lad McConkey, Chris Abrams' drain, will get him out of bounds here before he gets the first down. Gain of about 7 for the Chargers. We are almost to 1,400 views. You guys have been awesome. You guys have been so awesome. 107. Let's try and get up to 110. Try and get up to 110. There's a cat outside my window. What the hell? There's a cat just perched up in the window. Here we go. 2nd and 4 for the Chargers. Pistol set for Herbert. It's going to fake a little bit of a jet sweep, and then it's play action some more. No one's open. But he breaks a couple of tackles. Herbert in the open field, and Herbert will get dragged down at the 45. So Herbert using his legs now. He is mobile as well. Chargers get a much-needed run out of their quarterback there. Pocket was starting to crumble on him. Looked like a corner blitz from there. Cooper couldn't get there. Nobody else could get there. Allen and I want to say Tillman couldn't wrap him up, and Barton finally got him from behind. Who was almost in on that? Oh, it was Jones and Allen who couldn't get him down, and then Benito just couldn't catch him. So from the Denver 44 now, it's going to be an I form for Herbert with Matlock. It'll be a handoff to, I believe that is Vidal, and Vidal will be going nowhere. Gets about 1.5. Broncos defense trying to clamp down. Malcolm Roach checks in to the game on that one. Broncos defense looking to hold the Chargers to no points or as little points as possible here. 2nd and 8 now for Justin Herbert and the Chargers. Of course, they have a huge blocking weapon in their big-ass fullback in Matlock. Here we go. Herbert will remain under center. He's going to have a trip set left. Herbert going for a hard count. Now we'll motion McConkey over a little further into the line. It's going to be play action for Justin Herbert. Drops back to throw, and he's going to sidearm it out to number 42. And he will be dragged down by Stranad and Benito and Barton. There were a couple of guys on him, but not before a first down. So the Chargers are getting themselves on a roll here. And it is, Chargers are starting to get into a little bit of a rhythm here. Both of these Oregon quarterbacks are playing very, very well at the moment. Herbert with just a little bit of a sling right there. A little sidearm action. Here we go, 1st and 10 now, just outside of the Broncos 35. It's going to be another I form here for Herbert. It's going to be a handoff to Vidal, and he will be eaten alive in the backfield. Not quite a TFL, but Zach Allen was right there on that and drags Vidal down before he can gain barely 1 on that. And Zach Allen has been one of the most unsung heroes for this Broncos team this year. I'm seeing him starting to get a little bit more of the credit he deserves, but man, Zach Allen has been an outstanding player for Denver this year. It's going to be a no gain here. Make it 2nd and 10 now for the Chargers. Broncos defense trying to get a stand here. Divisional games and all that are tough. Herbert will now be in the gun, running back to his left. We're going to see another guy motion to the left, number 12. It's going to be a play action to the running back. Herbert going to roll to his left now. Sets and throws, and he's going to find number 84 in the middle of the field. I believe that is Smart, and that is going to be a first down and more for the Chargers. And they will get into the red zone. Chargers moving the ball now. Chargers offense was a bit dormant there in the first half. But there we go. I mean, they are moving. Divisional games are the games you expect the best from each team. And Herbert and the Chargers offense right now is definitely in rhythm. Broncos kind of just have some wide gaps right now. Here we go. Herbert will take this from a single back set, play action, and Dondre Tillman is all over him. Back to the 26. Dondre Tillman was in there rapidly. Herbert with no chance to get away from that thing. And that is going to set up a second and long passing situation here for the Chargers. After a huge play to Smart, Tillman is not fooled, and he just barrels into the backfield, and that will be the Broncos' first sack of the game. Dondre Tillman has been a really, really good undrafted find. 2nd and 20 from the 25 now. Herbert will take it in the gun. He's going to look for Ladd McConkey, looking to make a couple of guys miss, but he will be mobbed by 5 Broncos, and they get him on the ground after a gain of about 5.5, set up 3rd and 15. Broncos attempting to hold the Chargers to a field goal here now. And we'll see what they're able to do. Looks like they're playing a little more zone than, which kind of goes away from their strengths, if we're honest. Here we go, 3rd and 13. It's going to be Herbert in the gun, going to drop back to throw. A bit of a deep drop, steps up in the pocket, looking to navigate traffic. And he does, slides down. He got hit at the end. It was barely anything. Come on, Stranad was going down with him by the time Herbert went down. No, come on. They're going to flag that too, and that's a guaranteed first down. I don't like that call. It was a little bit of a late slide, man. Come on. Pick it up. Nope, they're not going to pick it up. First down, Chargers. Half the distance to the goal. Stranad was already going down with him, man. Come on. Oh, come on. Alrighty. Okie doke. Stranad will come off of the field for that one. I'd be a little pissed off, too. See if the Broncos can hold the Chargers here. 1st and goal now from the Broncos 5. It's going to be Matlock dropping into this kind of pistol formation here. Herbert will hand this off to Gus Edwards, and Gus Edwards will jog it into the end zone. Touchdown, LA. It's going to make it a 24-19 game pending the extra point. And Harbaugh is wanting to go for 2 here, so that unnecessary roughness call gives the Chargers a touchdown with 2:58 to go. Here in the 4th, or in the 3rd, my score prediction is completely gone. my score prediction is cooked. So, yeah. Chargers going to go for 2 now, try to make it a 3-point game. We'll see what they're able to come up with. I had to go get water during the next commercial break. Herbert's going to be in the gun. We are going to see number 42 motion over to the left side. Herbert gets set. Now he's going to motion Gus Edwards out of the backfield, going left. So he empties the backfield here. Herbert from the gun. Looks like a little quarterback blast. And he won't get it. He won't get it. No good. And it'll remain a 5-point game. Nick Bonito with a heroic play to drag Justin Herbert to the ground. And the Broncos needed that stop on that right there after giving up the touchdown. Bonito just fights through a block and closes in on Herbert, and that knee is down a yard before the ball gets into the end zone. Amazing play from Nick Bonito. I appreciate all of you being in the stream. I will be right back. I'm going to run, grab some water, go take myself a leak. I drink a lot of water during these games to keep my throat fresh for you guys. So, like the stream, and I will be right back. And you know what? I'm going to leave the chair. You guys can look at the chair. I'll give you guys the chair. The chair is yours. Have fun. I'm back. And right in time for kickoff. God, I timed that well. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Just jumping back into this thing. Here we go. Immediately, it is now Bronco ball. Bo Nix in the offense coming off. They are coming off of a field goal drive in which Will Lutz nailed a 41-yarder. So we will see how they are able to respond. Hoping to see him be able to run the ball a little better. And if Denver wins, if this result holds with Denver winning, they are the 5 seed for at least 3 days. Here we go. It's going to be Bo Nix in the gun with a running back to his left. Bit of a stack set to his right. Snap, and it's going to be a handoff to, I believe, Audric Estime. Estime trying to stay on his feet. Will not be able to. Or it was Blake Watson, sorry. Couple of 20s now in the Broncos backfield. They're looking at Justin Herbert's elbow right now. So that is a little less than ideal there for the Chargers. And if Herbert's hurt, that might be game, set, match. It was his throwing elbow as well. Broncos lose a yard on that run. It's going to set up 2nd and 11. Nix in the gun. Franklin will motion right. Nix drops back to throw. Gonna sling it out to Javonte Williams, who gets a block from Lucas Kroll. But he's not gonna get more than... turns it into a 4-yard gain, roughly. Able to tiptoe, spin around backwards, and that will set up a 3rd and more manageable here for the Broncos. 3rd and 8, 3rd and 7. Something along those lines here after the loss. After the loss of yardage here, Broncos got to sustain a drive right here. It's going to be 3rd and 8. They give him 3 on that. So we'll see what Sean Payton can cook up here for the Broncos. Minute 40 to go in the 3rd and ticking down. 3rd and 8 for the Broncos from the 32-yard line. Nix is going to be in the gun with Javonte Williams to his right. Nix takes a snap and drops back in the gun. Chargers going to bring 5. Nix rolls, and Nix... looking for a guy, and it's intercepted. Nix looking for Javonte Williams on that, and Derwin James able to fight the ball away. They haven't made a call yet. They haven't said anything, as both guys were throwing it, or both guys were fighting for it. And whose ball? They're gonna say... it's a Broncos call. Ball bounces the Broncos' way. What are they going to say on that one? That it hit the ground, lost control here? Or what are they going to say on that? What are they going to say on that? Either way, Denver takes a sigh of relief as they get to punt the ball away here with 40-something to go here in the quarter. It takes a bit of a Chargers bounce at the 20. 45 seconds to go here in the 3rd. Chargers down 5. Derwin James made a great play there. Nix is dinking and dunking a little bit, and the run game has been a little stagnant here in the half. And we're really going to go to commercial break with 45 seconds to go. We are going to commercial break, ladies and gentlemen, with 45 seconds to go in the 3rd. Interesting move, if you ask me. If you guys want to help the stream and get it out to more people, likes on it would be appreciated. We got the huge raid, and we got a lot more people that came in after that, so I appreciate it dearly. Likes help get me out into the algorithm, and we are able to get out to more football fans. I'm a Broncos-centric channel. You don't got to be a Broncos fan to be here, and maybe I'm sounding a little like Tom Grossi, but that is the gist. I should have a recap video out, good or bad, it'll probably be on Saturday. I do have some plans with my significant other tomorrow with my girlfriend. It is her birthday tomorrow, so I am excited for that. Gonna do a whole dinner, gonna do all the birthday stuff, so I am excited for that. So I will have a bit of a recap video out on Saturday. That'll be the Orange Show. Maybe I live stream another one of the Saturday games tomorrow. Would you guys like to see that? See me stream and commentate one of the Saturday games? Because I think this is the first week we get Saturday games this year. Would you guys like to see that? Because I'd be so down to do it. It'd probably be the latest one, like the evening game, is kind of what I'm thinking. If I were to do it, but yeah, no, let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you'd like to see that. Cause I would be so down to stream more games. I would be so down. I would be oh so down. So Broncos offense is stalling out a little bit here in the second half, which you kind of hate to see. They are holding right now, and I mean, like, Perna will probably bring this up too. The third quarter is not the Broncos quarter, like, ever. They kind of just die in the third quarter, and then, like, fourth quarter, they're able to kind of bring it back, come back to life. But we are back in the penultimate Thursday night game. Next one is Bears, and I didn't even see who was on the other team for that. I know the Bears are on Thursday night. Here we go. Justin Herbert and this Chargers offense. Herbert will be in the gun here. Looks like Matlock has a bit of an up man. He's going to motion left. It's going to be play action to Gus Edwards. Herbert looking for someone standing in the pocket, and he does find a man. Looks like Joshua Palmer on the left side for a Chargers first down. 40 seconds to go in the third quarter. Ow, and I just smacked my water on my desk. Herbert has had all day to throw in the pocket. Really, both quarterbacks have had a good amount of time tonight. Nix is just dinking and dunking a little bit, and I'm not liking it. Looks like we're kind of reverting to September, early October offense now after running the ball so well. Herbert is going to take this one from under center here from his own 34. It's going to be a handoff to Edwards up the gut, and he's going to get about 3 on that one, and that will run us out of the third quarter. Back to commercial break! Oh yeah! 24-19 continues to hold as your score. 1 quarter to go, and the Denver Broncos can be playoff bound, guaranteed for the first time since 2015. And let me tell you, folks, I have been nervous about this game, but I have been so excited because I felt like this was one that Denver could absolutely come and win. We always play the Chargers well one way or another, whether it's just in the fourth quarter or for most of the game. These are usually good games between Broncos and Chargers. No matter the record, no matter anything, Broncos-Chargers is always like a certified banger game to watch. I don't think I have ever been disappointed watching a Broncos-Chargers game right now, if I gotta be completely honest here. But no, Broncos absolutely got to boot back into first half mode offensively. Nix feels like he's dinking and dunking a little more for my liking, which maybe that's just play calls, or maybe that's just the Chargers coverage adjustments. So we'll have to see what that's all about. Run game is kind of shut down a little bit here, so I would like to see that kind of get hot again. Seems like halftime did a little more bad for him than good in that department. They have not been able to get the run game going the way that they had it since. So I'm eager to see what the Broncos' offensive game plan is, but first they do have to get a stop. Really hoping here that the third quarter woes do not translate into the fourth, and that Denver is able to lock the Chargers down and then go down and score. It's a 5-point game right now, 24-19. All things considered, though, Bo is definitely having a bit of a rebound game here, and that was something I said he would have to do. Go look at the box score. Nix personally, 22 of 29, 200 yards passing on the dime, 2 touchdowns to his name. Herbert having a good game himself, 17 of 20 for 194, no touchdowns with a pick. So not the best game ever, but he does have a rating over 85. Nix with a 117 rating. Yeah, Broncos running games hasn't really clicked back into full force yet. So I'm hoping that'll change on their next possession here. And yeah, defense is just trying to hold best they can now at the moment. So here we go. We are back. And we will see what the Broncos defense is able to do here. They did just hold a Chargers run to a short gain after giving up a first down. So it'll be interesting to see what they do with this next. Looks like he's bitching some guys out on the sideline here. Here we go, 2nd and 6. Herbert will take this from under center. Looks like he's got 2 receivers to his right, bottom of the screen. Herbert trying to get a hard count off, trying to get some more yards or a free play here. Doesn't look like he's going to get it. Looks like he switches to play. Matlock will motion, and it's going to be play action for Herbert. Herbert flushed. Herbert stiff-arming a guy off of him. Unable to get the ball to Matlock. There is a flag down. Herbert was getting dragged down as he threw the ball. And we're going to have to see what this flag is, but Broncos got pressure in immediately. One of the rare times they've gotten pressure tonight. And we're going to see what this call is. Cooper doesn't look thrilled with whatever it is. And they're going to call it a horse collar tackle. What? Okay, I mean, he does get the horse collar. He's also taken Herbert's hand to the face. Like that's going to happen when Herbert's clinging his face mask, man. Are you serious? Okay. Chargers get bailed out a little bit there, so that is a personal foul penalty. Automatic first down for the Chargers after they got a lot of pressure in on that. So here we go. It's going to be 1st and 10 now, I believe, in Denver territory. Shut up. I don't know why my AI crap on my phone turned on. That was kind of whack. Here we go. Herbert and the Chargers, 14:55 from Denver's side of midfield, just barely. Herbert will take this from the pistol. It is going to be a fake handoff. Cooper trying to charge in, and that pass gets batted at the line. Knocked down, and that'll set up 2nd and 10 from the Denver 37. Looked like Jones got his hands up and on it. Broncos looking to stop the Chargers in their tracks, even with the kind of BS penalty on that one, which maybe it wasn't as BS as I think it is, but it's like, when you've got your hand on a guy's face mask and he's dragging you down from behind, you are naturally going to go down with him. Here we go. It's going to be Herbert in a single back formation, 3 receiver set, 2 to his right. Herbert, hard count, trying to get a few guys off sides. Doesn't look like he's going to get it. Palmer will motion left. Herbert with the snap, another play action throw, and it's a set up screen. There's a flag down at the line, so it could be a holding call. We could see this come back here. And we'll see what that is. I imagine it's a hold. They might have gotten their left tackle on Benito. But we're going to have to see. It was a little play action screen set up by the Chargers that looked pretty good. Didn't get a whole lot of yards. We'll see what the call is. Never mind, it's offsides. It's going to be an offside on Zach Allen. Tiny bit. I'm surprised they call it. Broncos kind of shooting themselves in the foot here, I guess. Ref ball. Go to benchwarmerbrew.com and buy the Fuck the Refs blend. I'll give you a sale or two, Perna. Come on. So that'll make it 2nd and 5 now for the Chargers. Herbert will come out in an offset I form here. Strong left. Going to motion a guy to the right side. Herbert with a handoff to, it appears to be Vidal, and he will be shut down in not quite the backfield. He does get a couple of yards here, and that will set up a 3rd and short. Broncos defense really looking to get a stop here after their offense is stalled out. No gain on that one. It's going to be 3rd and 5 now for the Chargers offense. And Broncos defense needs to get off of the field here, give the ball back to their offense, try and let them go down, run some clock and score. We are under 15 minutes to go, or 14 to go now here. 3rd and 5 now for the Broncos. Broncos showing blitz. Herbert will be in the gun here with a trip set left. Running back to his right. Herbert making a slight adjustment there at the line, making sure everything's good. Play clock down to 2. Herbert barely gets it off. Broncos do blitz, and it will be completed anyways. There is a flag down at the 43. For now, it's a first down completion to Quentin Johnston. Pat Surtain in coverage on that one on the 3rd and 5. Gonna see what the flag is right here, though. Harbaugh doesn't look thrilled. Never mind, it's another offside call on the Broncos. That one's gonna hit Dondre Tillman. Broncos are itching to get some pressure in, and they're getting too excited. Getting a little too excited. That's 2 straight offsides calls right now, giving the Chargers free plays. Granted, this one got converted. So 3 penalties on this drive that have kind of screwed the Broncos here. They didn't even show the offsides on that. Here we go, 42 in motion to the right side. Herbert, it's going to be play action out of a single back set. He's going to find Ladd McConkey, middle left of the field, makes a move. Ladd McConkey down inside of the Broncos 20, down to about the 19-yard line. First down, Chargers. So the defense trying to pick up the pieces after some rough penalties. And the Chargers will be inside of the red zone here. Broncos are still playing kind of a lot of zone right now, a lot more zone than I'd like. When their strengths are man coverage, I'm just kind of surprised that they're playing this much zone, and that was kind of an issue against the Colts, I felt like. Here we go from the Broncos 19-yard line. We're going to see number 12 go in motion left. Herbert in the gun. Herbert drops back to throw. Going to roll out left. Now going to fling one up, and that is a touchdown. Los Angeles finds Davis in the corner of the end zone, rolling to his left. Put a pretty throw on it. 19-yard touchdown throw, and that will put the Chargers up for the first time today. 25-24 pending an extra point. That's just a good throw there by Herbert. Rolling to his left, he gets pressured. Jonathan Cooper almost gets in. He's got Zach Allen in his face. P.J. Locke unable to see the ball, unable to get in the way, and he's just got Demarius Davis right there at the front of the end zone. So a great play by the Chargers there, and an even better throw from Herbert. Chargers going for 2 again, trying to make it a field goal game with 12:23 to go in the fourth. So we'll see if this succeeds. Number 42 will go in motion. Herbert takes the snap. It's going to be a little play action thing. Broncos rushing 3. Herbert! Is it caught? It is. Joshua Palmer with a ridiculous circus catch, and the Chargers will make it a 3-point game. Bronco did get a hand on it, it looked like, but Palmer able to track it out of the air and get the 2-point conversion. Chargers make it a 3-point game. That's just a hell of a catch. First Chargers lead of the ball game for them, so Denver now needs to go out and respond. Enough video. What is going on here, YouTube? Not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. As such, viewers will experience buffering. What do you mean not enough video? We've been live this whole time. I don't know what you want from me, YouTube. Everything on OBS says it's fine. Everything good on your guys' end? Saying poor stream status here. What's going on? That was just a second ago. What is it mad about? Okay, we hit a little stop start on it. We hit a little stop start on it. Stopped streaming, started streaming again. So we hit a little stop start on that thing. Hopefully that brought the health of the stream back up. Broncos find themselves down for the first time all game after taking a 21-10 lead. Had a 21-13 lead going into the locker room for halftime. Chargers have brought it back here in the second half. Broncos with only 3 second half points off of their first possession. Chargers with an 8-point fourth quarter here. Broncos need to activate second half mode and just start ragging on these guys now. So we're going to have to see what they do. We are still in ad break, so we're going to have to wait a little bit for that. I'm going to move the football over to the Broncos preemptively, so I don't forget to. First time I've done the little change of possession thing, or like showing possession thing. But man, this has been a game. This has been a great game. No matter what happens, this has been a great game to watch. It's like I said, Broncos-Chargers games are never bad. They're never bad. Showing that touchdown once again, and that is why Justin Herbert gets glazed the way he does. Because he can do cool stuff like that. Yeah, Herbert having a good game. Nick's having a good game, but we need Nick's to transcend. It was a great catch by Palmer, though. I can't even deny that. That was an amazing catch from Josh Palmer. Like the stream, let's get it to 110. And here is the kick. Cameron Dicker going to let this thing fly. It will be fielded in the end zone by Tremon Smith, and it will be knelt down for a touchback. Nick's now coming out to try and lead this offense here. And I'm going to say this again. I think I made this opinion last time during the Colts game. I think all commercial breaks should be done with like the eye on the field camera. Like they never will, because it's not going to make enough money, because they only those are only like 30-second ads, but it's like for one ad slot. But it's like, come on. Like, the viewing experience would be so much better if that were the case. It would be absolutely better. But here we go. Broncos offense going to have it at the 30 now, trying to rebound after a rough third quarter here and after losing the lead. Broncos now playing from behind for the first time all game, losing a 5-point lead on this last Chargers drive. Nix will take this from the gun. We're going to see Lil Jordan Humphrey motion over to the left side. Estime in the backfield to his right. Nix with the snap. It's going to be a handoff little draw to Estime. Estime going to get down and dirty for it, and he barrels forward for 5. Broncos looking to run the ball and get back into an offensive rhythm again here after just completely losing it during the third quarter. Run game was not working for him there in that third quarter, so the Broncos looking for a way to return to it. Chargers defense had a rough first half. Second half so far, though, it has been much better for them. Under 12 to go here in the quarter. 2nd and 5. We're going to see Javonte and Burton in the backfield. Sutton going to motion to the right side now. Nix will be under center and an offset eye. Nix, it's going to be a little play action. He flips around, and he's just got to dirt that ball. He's just got to dirt that thing at any receiver in the immediate area. He had pressure all over him, standing in that pocket of a pressure cooker. Nix looked like he was pointing at someone or pointing someone out. Harbaugh's trying to get intentional grounding. It doesn't really look like they're going to give it to him. Sean trying to boil something up here. Nix has not been able to get the ball down the field in this second half like he was in the first half. Broncos need that back out of him now, and they need this conversion bad. 3rd and 5 now for Bo Nix and the Broncos. We are going to see Bo in the gun. Bo getting up to the line, making a couple of adjustments, shouting some stuff out. Play clock down to 10. Nix going to motion Devon Vele over to the left, now back to the right. Nix gets set, everyone gets set, gets a snap off, drops back to throw. Nix steps back in the pocket, dumps it out to Michael Burton, and Michael Burton will pick up a first down and a bit more. So Broncos get a crucial 3rd down conversion. Nix stepping up in the pocket, looking like he was about to run, slung it to his left to Michael Burton to get it down to him. Great play from him. Burton was just on a little delay in release there. Nix draws the linebacker up with his legs and just flicks it out to Burton for that first down. A much-needed first down as well. Broncos have not been in control this second half right now. Defense, death by 1,000 paper cuts so far. Nix will remain in the gun here. Running back to his right. Nix going to drop back, play fake. Deep drop. Looking for something, and he's going to uncork this one to Marvin Mims, trying to go for a jump ball. Mims looking for a flag, and he's not going to get it. He felt like he got interfered with, and they are going to see no flag on it. Looked like Nix kind of moonballed it a little too hard, got a lot more height than he probably wanted, because Mims was wide open. Nix just underthrows it. High in the air, little late. Nix kind of underthrew it. Oh man, that's a touchdown if Nix doesn't misread it or misjudge it, whatever it was. 2nd and 10, play clock down to 5. Nix going to be in a bit of a pistol set here. Gets the snap off, and it's going to be a little handoff there to Javonte, it looks like, and he's going to get about 2, 1. Broncos getting to midfield here. 3rd down now for him. Looking for another big 3rd down conversion now. They've converted 1 on this drive, and they absolutely need another one right here. Broncos need a huge drive right now. Kill some clock, score a touchdown, take your lead back. Absolutely need it. Nick's going to come out in the gun. It's going to be Blake Watson to his left. 2 receivers to each side. Looks like Troutman will motion to the right to make it 3 over there. Nick's going to drop back to throw. Looks like he's moving the pocket a little bit, scrambling to his right. Nick's going to unload one, looking for Blake Watson, and he won't find him. They were looking on the right side. Broncos tapping their helmets, saying he got hit in the head. Refs aren't going to bite on it, and that will force a Broncos punt. They were looking for something. Troutman's chewing Sean's ass out right now over something. Adam was not happy with something that homeboy did, that Sean did. So Broncos going to have to punt once again. Dixon will kick it from about his own, probably his own 40-ish, looking to pin the Chargers deep here. And will they be able to? And they will! Tremon Smith makes an amazing play to pin him inside of the 5, so it'll be Justin Herbert and the Chargers as we go into another commercial break. I had to run to the bathroom real quick, so I will be right back. Don't go anywhere! Do not go anywhere. We will be right back. You guys have been awesome for me so far, so yeah, don't go anywhere. I'll be right back. I'll let you guys have the chair one more time. Hopefully, one more time. I don't know what I just did, and I gotta make sure I didn't screw something up. Okay, we're good. We're back! As always, I always return. Maybe a little P for the D, hopefully. Pull some Grassi action there. And, man, so Broncos with a strong start to that first half. And they have sputtered so far in the second. Only 3 points to show for it. Only a couple of first downs. Chargers have taken the lead. Broncos defense needs a huge stop, and they have just pinned the Chargers deep on this possession. I'm turning my volume up just a little bit. Broncos taking a lot more penalties than they need to. That's kind of what killed them on that last defensive drive, even though some of them didn't really... Some of them looked like calls that Denver didn't get given, or at least like the game's not being officiated super evenly. I don't know what's going on. No time to complain about the refs right now. I know Perna was really scared about ref ball in this game right now. And we have seen that. We have seen that. Looks like a little bit of a fog has settled over SoFi, so that's cool. So Chargers will be pinned at their 5-yard line. That's going to be a heavy set for him in the gun. Matlock is going to motion out just a tiny bit behind the tight end. Looks like Herbert is making a bit of an adjustment here. There's the snap. It's going to be play action. Broncos getting after him, forcing him to roll. He's got to set and throw. and will be unable to find anything. Looking across his body for Quentin Johnston. Broncos will hold the Chargers there. 2nd and 10 for the Chargers. Once again, I'd like to remind you they are at their own 5 at this time. Broncos punting unit definitely did some work and pinned them back. Broncos looking to get the ball back quick here with 9:42 to go in the quarter. We're going to see Herbert out in the gun again. It's going to be Edwards set out to his left. Herbert takes a snap, dropping back to throw, looking for something quick. Chris Abrams' drain will drag down Quentin Johnston after a gain of 5. That'll set up a crucial 3rd and 5 here from the Charger 10. Broncos defense looking to get off of the field. I throw a pull up real quick. Hang on a minute. Here we go. Start pull. It's going to be 3rd and 4 for the Denver Broncos. 9:07 to go in the quarter from the 10.5, 10 3/4, 11. Herbert in the gun. He's got a running back to his right this time. Herbert going to drop back. Broncos pass rush looking to get in quick. And he finds Hayden Hurst. And that will be a 1st down. A little bit past the 15-yard line now. Chargers moving the ball now. Trying to whittle down this clock. Broncos went zone on that one. Looks like just a bit of a cover 3. Found a soft spot on that. Hurst checks into the game with a catch. Broncos defense looking to get off of the field before the Chargers can do much of anything. But that is a big 1st down there, especially for the field position that the Chargers were stuck in. Broncos unable to get off of the field here. Here we go. Play clock down to 1. He barely gets a snap off. It's a handoff to Gus Edwards. Runs into his own guy and almost tackled in the backfield. Gets slung forward for 1. Chargers trying to kill a little bit of clock now in a kind of 10-minute offense sort of thing. Broncos defense has been a little bendy right now, but if you need them to come up one time right now in this 2nd half, it has got to be right now. It's going to set up a 2nd and 9 for the Chargers as they come up to the line. Herbert will be taking this under center. Looks like a 3-receiver set in an I formation. Telling a guy to get off of the line. Play clock down to 4. It's going to be play action boot for Herbert, and great play by Jonathan Cooper to bat it down. Herbert looking to sidearm another ball into a receiver, and Cooper said, that thing is going down. 3rd and 9 now. Another big 3rd down for the Broncos with just under 7.5 to go. 7:26 on the clock. Yeah, Cooper played that amazingly. Played the contain greatly, and then he anticipates that sidearm throw. If he could have held on to that, man, that's a pick 6 every day of the week for Cooper. 3rd and 9. Herbert in the gun. Trips to his right. We're going to see Smart motion in to make it a bunch set. Herbert in the gun. Herbert going to drop back to throw. Broncos blitz. Drew Sanders and Zach Allen get back to him for a sack. And they are going to pin. They are going to pin the Chargers back inside of the 10-yard line. Broncos will have a chance to get the ball back with great field position here for them. Drew Sanders. He's only been on the off of the PUP list for a couple of weeks. Just blasts through a hole in the line. Comes through virtually untouched. Just really, yeah, no one touched him. Chargers will punt it from their end zone. 4th and 20. That ball is up. And Mims will fair catch it at his own 45. Broncos are going to have good field position now as the offense comes out. 6:41 to go, and they are going to come to commercial break. That is a crucial sack for the Broncos defense at a critical time in this game. Broncos are going to be set up at pretty much midfield. They can get into position for a field goal if they play their cards right here. And they're probably going to need about 2 first downs to realistically get into Lutz's field goal range, which I think they can do. They've at least got to tie the game on this drive, but I really, really want them to score a touchdown here. They kind of need it at this point of the game. I do got to go move the football thingy on the scoreboard, though. I kind of neglected that. There's that there. There we go. If I have any returning viewers to the stream here, how are we feeling about the new graphics here, the new scoreboard, the gradient in the back? Let me know what you guys let me know what you guys think of that. And if you're a returning viewer, how do you like it compared to the old one? I'm curious to hear your guys' thoughts about this, because I was really excited to make this little thing right there for it. I've got 4 votes right now. I've got 75% saying the Broncos will pull it out, and 1 naysayer, which is understandable. This has been a really back and forth game, and momentum has been changing jerseys left and right. Momentum does not care right now. Someone's got to claim it, and right now, that sack might have given Denver all the momentum they need. We are almost to 1,800 views, you guys. You've been awesome. Almost to 108 likes. Let's see if we can get that to 110. My goal was 40 for this, too. So I got that GPS rate, and that was amazing. You guys are all amazing. If you stayed after that, thank you so much. I'm glad I was able to keep you. And I hope to see you in future streams. I very, very much hope to see you guys in future streams. We are back in SoFi, 6:41 on the clock. Broncos will take it from their own 45. That's where Marvin Mims had that fair catch. Broncos looking to tie the game or take the lead with this drive and potentially kill a little bit of clock right here as we get inside of the final few minutes. Drew Sanders with a huge sack to pin the Chargers back inside of their own 10-yard line and force the punt on a crucial 3rd down. Here we go. Nick's going to be in the gun, running back to his left. Vele is going to motion to the left, right behind a tight end. Nick's, it'll be a play action to Estime, and he's got to, oh my God, and he's got to eat a sack from Bud Dupree. It's going to be a loss of 10 on the down. Nick's unable to find anyone to get it away from. Just has to eat that sack right there. Bud Dupree coming off on a blitz. A little bit of a chip and release. Bulls gets caught up a little bit. And that is not good. They're going to lose 10. They're going to be dropped back to their 35. And from what could have been an easy field goal drive, turns into a nightmare scenario. Bo trying to get everyone set before the play clock runs down. And they get the snap off. It's going to be a run to Audric Estime. And he's going to get 7 back on it to make it 3rd and 13. Broncos absolutely need a first down right here. 3rd and 13. Bo has not been able to get the ball down the field super far. But that is something that he's got to do here. I need 4th quarter Bo right now. Broncos have not been able to run the ball, and we are under 5.5 to go in the game. Broncos with all 3 timeouts right now. 3rd and 13. Javonte Williams will line up to Bo Nix's left. We're going to see a 3-receiver set to the right side. Nick's going to take the snap and drop back to throw. Pressure coming in, and he is going to find Lucas Kroll over the middle. Trying to get to the 50. Almost gets it, does Kroll. That could set up a 4th and 5 here for the Broncos, and we could see them go for it here in no man's land. Nick's just finds a guy over the middle, kind of floating in Lucas Kroll. So he gets a catch on that, almost gets to the 50. Broncos absolutely need something here. Probably going to be from about the 49 or the 50. We'll see where they spotted that. It'll be between the 2. They might give him the 50. We'll see. God damn it. Broncos are going to punt with 4.5 to go, and that ball will go to the Chargers. So same song and dance here. Pinning the Chargers down inside of the 10. Broncos defense has got to come up with another huge stop here as the Chargers try and trickle away this comeback victory. 4:28 to go here in the game. Broncos had a 21-10 lead at one time. They have kind of fizzled. They have chargered the second half. And we are going to have to see now if we can get 2-minute Bo once the Chargers are done with the ball. Hopefully Denver's defense can get that stop that they need here to give Bo Nix and the offense another chance. Oh, man, it has not been a good second half for the Broncos. Third quarter, they pretty much died. Run game hasn't been able to do jack nothing since the second quarter. I was very heavily praising the Broncos' run game in the first half during halftime. Since then, though, it has not looked the same. Estime still having a decent game, 9 for 48. But you need something more out of someone right now. Broncos have not been able to run the ball the way they have wanted to tonight. And they will hopefully be looking to get the ball back and at least get into field goal range here. In the middle of a Peyton Manning commercial, so you kind of like to see that. Need this Elway jersey magic. I need the Elway jersey to work some magic here. Defense will be looking for a huge stop, and the Chargers will be just inside of their own 10-yard line. So they have a really good chance to once again start with good field position if they can get another stop. But they really squandered good field position on that one. They had it at their own 35 off of the punt. But a huge sack by Bud Dupree pretty much stuck the Broncos in the mud on that drive. Got them back to the 35, and they just weren't really able to recover on that one. 29 concurrent viewers. You guys are awesome. This game is winding down. Just under 4.5 to go. 4:28 on the clock. Broncos just punted the ball, pinned the Chargers down inside of their own 10. Just barely. Just barely. Broncos penalties have kind of killed him here. They have looked awful in the third quarter. And the fourth hasn't been much better for him right now. So we're looking to see if this defense can get one more stop to get Denver the ball back. 4:28 to go. It's going to be 1st and 10. Excuse me. Good Lord. 27-24 Chargers. Broncos defense really looking to get another stop here. It's going to be a single back set for Herbert here. Strong to his right. We're going to see Palmer motion over to the left side now, and it will be a handoff to Gus Edwards. Broncos defense all over him to start. Cody Barton with DJ Jones will meet him at the line of scrimmage, and that will be no gain. Under 4:15 to go now in the game. Chargers trying to take off as much clock as they can. So, oh boy. Broncos defense now still trying to get this crucial stop. Step one of first down is over. Looking for another similar play here on a 2nd and 10. They're going to be here in the gun with a running back to Herbert's left. No gain on the previous play. We'll see what they do. Herbert going to drop back to throw, looking for something quick. And it'll be dropped by Quentin Johnston. What could have been a 5-yard gain is now wiped. And the Broncos will save some time. Dropped by Quentin Johnston at the worst possible time. He heard Chris Abrams' strains, I don't know, pitter-pattering footsteps, him breaking down. Dropped the ball. Dropped the ball. 3rd and 10 now for the Broncos. 3:43 to go. Defense looking to stop the Chargers one more time. Play clock down to 5. Herbert will remain in the gun. It's going to be a trips left set. We're going to see a guy motion in McConkey, trying to get him a little bit of momentum. Herbert's going to get flushed out. Herbert looking to run for it, and Herbert will get the first down. No contain for the Broncos defense. And Herbert will convert a 3rd and 10 with his legs. Oh no. 3rd and 10. Herbert converts. Oh, no. Really had nothing open here. Cooper releases inside on a stun, and that's going to open up the entire running lane there for Justin Herbert. Oh, man. It's clean hits. I can't get Jaquan on that. 1st and 10 from the from their 26 now. Herbert in a strong I formation here. Going to hand off up the gut. Gus Edwards with a first down and more. Over to midfield, and he's not taken down. Strnad gets him down. Ball's out. Brandon Jones. Will they call him down? They're saying he's down. Strnad kind of popped the ball out. But Gus Edwards with the run that could put the Broncos away tonight. Oh, no. Gus Edwards got downhill quick. Yeah, and he's down, too. There's no fumble on that. Strnad catches him from behind and prevents the score, but it is now critical time for Denver. They have to hold the Chargers to a field goal here to have any shot. 2:42 and counting in this game. Broncos will get him in the backfield this time, but the Chargers will be able to run it down to the 2-minute warning. We may have gotten a Broncos timeout now. It'll be 2nd and 12, 2:36 to go. Gus Edwards has gashed the Broncos defense on that play. And it is critical situation now for this Broncos defense. Oh, man. Oh, Gus put PJ on skates, broke Damari Mathis' tackle, and Strnad was able to get him down. That was an absolutely awful play. Oh, no. So they will get the timeout, try and get one in before the 2-minute warning, trying to save one for another opportunity with the ball. Bo Nix looking on, looking for it. Broncos with only 74 yards total this half. It has been bad. 2nd and 13 now for the Chargers, likely trying to keep the clock moving here. Herbert will be in the gun with a running back to his right. McConkey will go in motion. Snap, drop back to throw. Herbert going to step up and flick one out to his running back. And and that is a Chargers touchdown. Number 28 for him. And the Broncos have broken. Oh, no. Oh, no. Broncos may have just gotten the air sucked out of them. 33-24. It's now a 9-point game. Pending the extra point, it'll be 10 with 2:27 to go. Broncos defense unable to hold. Broncos offense unable to do anything. 24-34 Chargers. 2:27 to go. Broncos are in critical straits now. And they may not clinch this week. I'm going to be real. They might not clinch. Oh, Chargers offense just came out and imposed their will. Broncos only have 2 timeouts, so unless they magically score here on a kickoff or before the 2-minute warning with 2:27 to go, they will likely have to get an onside kick to have a real good chance at this. Chargers may have put the Broncos away with that one. Defense just completely broke down on it. And, man, Chargers are on a 21 unanswered run right now. Or likely 22. The box score saying, no, it is 21. Broncos got to come out and get a very quick score. And this offense has not been capable of moving the ball at all during the second half. So that is a tall ask. We're going to see 2-minute Bo. 2:27 to go, and they are trotting out on to the field. What are we going to see? Broncos offense has not been able to piece anything together so far today. At least in the second half. Nix hasn't been able to get the ball down the field the way that he likes. And if this result holds, we're going to have to go over the routing guide for Sunday now. Nix is going to come out in the gun. Takes a snap, drops back to throw, looking for anything, and he is going to find Sutton for 10. Gets out of bounds, 4 seconds off of the clock. Broncos looking to try to get a quick score here. And Nix has got to get into 2-minute mode here. Broncos really need to get a score and somehow hang on to some timeouts and 2-minute warning here. If they can somehow score before the 2-minute warning, I don't think they will. But if they somehow can, this is a different ball game. We're going to see Nix empty set, 3 receivers on the left, 2 to his right. Play clock down to 10, 2:23 to go. Broncos are in desperation mode. Nix going to drop back to throw. Nix lets one rip, And it looks like he found Troy Franklin. Broncos going to go no huddle here. Try and get another play in before that 2-minute warning. 2:10 to go. 2:10 to go. Broncos are getting lined up here. They need another play here before the 2. 2:05, 2:04, 2:03. Nix will get it off from the gun from about midfield. Nix going to have to scramble for it here to move the chains. Laterals it behind him to Javonte Williams. Are they going to call that illegally forward? What are we going to see? Nix tried to lateral it. What are we going to see? Is it a hold? Is it an illegal forward pass? It looked like a proper lateral from Nix. Oh, no. It's looking bad for Denver. This will be the 2-minute warning. It's a hold, so there's a hold and an illegal forward pass. So we're going to see what John Harbaugh wants to accept here. Got to take one of them at least. So Harbaugh really just looking to see what his options are. Oh, and it's a hold on Garrett Bowles. Khalil Mack got the best of him, and at the worst possible time, Bowles is got for a holding call. Nix, yeah, that would have been a forward lateral. Running too quick, momentum got him too good. He was trying to make a play and just unable to do anything with it proper. So they decline the forward pass. They're going to accept the holding call. That'll be the 2-minute warning. Replay second. Two-minute warning. Good Lord. I'll be right back, guys. I gotta pee. Oh, here we go. Broncos are going to be in dire straits. It's going to be a long second down for him now with the Bulls holding penalty. It is bad right now for Denver, man. Down 10, under 2 minutes to go. You've only got 2 timeouts, and you got a lot of field to move. The move here potentially could be try and get into field goal range as fast as you can. And then once you're take your field goal and then onside kick here. I don't know if they want to go for the touchdown first or not. Whatever they do, it's got to be quick. Whatever it is, it just can't take forever. Pretty much. There's a minute 54 when we get back to the game. And we are still stuck in a lot of commercial breaks. So, here we are. Long commercial break for the 2-minute warning. I guess I should probably move that over here. My bad. Yeah, no, Broncos in dire straits, down 10 with a minute 54 to go. 2 timeouts on the clock. Defense gave up a massive 90-yard drive that got the Chargers that 10-point lead. And they will they'll be looking to put Denver away nice and proper. So rough go of that one. Denver just sputtered in the second half. They got out to a nice 11-point lead, and then really I think that free kick was the turning point on that. So here we go, 2nd and 13. Nix will once again be in an empty set. Here we go. Nix takes a snap and drops back to throw. Nix pumps, and he's got to try and flick it out to Javonte, and it's incomplete. 3rd and 13 now for Bo and the Broncos. They have not been able to press the ball down the field. They have not been able to do anything offensively in the second half. Oh, man. 3rd and 13 now from their own side of midfield. They're kind of hovering around the 40 right now. 1:49 to go on the clock. Broncos need a quick score from their 38. Nix with a running back in the backfield to his left. I believe it is Javonte. Nix drops back, deep drop. Flicks it out into the flat to Lucas Kroll. And they got to go for it, and they got to go for it quick. 1:39 and ticking down now. Broncos need to get into field goal range or something quickly. Broncos moving to get to the line. 4th and 3, a minute and a half to go. You've got to get something, and you've got to get it now. And we get a timeout from the Chargers. With a minute 26 to go, Chargers are going to take a timeout. So Broncos are going to be able to get a play off here, or going to be able to figure out a play on that 3rd down. Their playoff chances drop to 86% with a loss. And it pretty much eliminates any chance Denver has of getting anything higher than no, that pretty much would lock Denver as the 7 seed if that were to happen. Oh, man. It's going to be 4th and 3 for Nix and the offense, looking to try to get into the end zone or into field goal range as fast as possible. Minute 26 on the clock. This is game right here for Denver. This 4th and 3 is game. Nix is going to come out in the gun with a running back to his right. Going to make a bit of an adjustment there at the line. Looks like he's trying to point out a blitz. Nix will get set. 10 on the play clock. Takes the snap. Going to drop back, and he's going to fire it over the middle. Lucas Kroll has got it for a 1st down. Broncos have to get to the line, and they got to get it quick, and they got to spike it. Minute 15 to go on the clock now, and still counting down. Nix, they're still going to stay there at the line, so they might be trying to do something. Here we go. 1st down. Nix dropping back. He's going to flick it out to Javonte in the flat. Williams makes a guy miss, gets the 1st down, and gets out of bounds with a minute 2 to go. It's like Chargers are kind of playing prevent defense here. They're down 10. Could get in a field goal. Yep. Sean's waving the field goal unit out now. They got in a field goal range. 1:02 to go. Broncos with 2 timeouts. They're going to go for the field goal. And then they gotta get an onside kick. You don't have really enough time for anything real to happen here if you don't get that onside kick. It's going to be a 55-yarder for Will Lutz to make it a 1-score game. Lutz puts it up, and the kick is good from 55. 34-27 to go. 2 timeouts for Denver. 57 seconds to go. They got to get this onside. They're going to go for the onside kick. It absolutely has to with only 3 timeouts. So Lutz does get the 55-yarder through. Like the way it looked. Didn't look happy that just with the situation. Now he's got to come out and try and execute an onside kick. We are going to see what happens. Onside kicks are 3 for 45 this season. Praying to the football gods right now that Denver is able to recover this thing. Huh. 57 seconds to go, 7-point game. Broncos are bringing the onside unit out right now, and they have got to make some mile-high magic happen right now. Mile-high magic is needed. They're getting everything lined up right now. I don't know why onsides take so damn long to line up here. So, Lutz getting everything set up now, setting it up on the tee. This process takes a long time for some reason. Lutz trying to get everything set. And it sounds like we got a timeout. Chargers timeout. So Broncos are going to get an extra second here to kind of think about this thing. Oh, man, it's all going to come down to this. Broncos can clinch if they get this. Well, okay, they can't clinch. Best they can do is take this thing to overtime right now. Best thing they can do is take this thing to overtime right now if they can get this onside and then score. Chargers looking to end this thing. Broncos with only 2 timeouts and 57 seconds. They wouldn't have enough time to fully stop the clock. Ref giving lots of talking to. Both of these teams are going to come out. We're going to try this thing again. Here we go. Lutz will set up on the left side of the hashes here. Trying to get everything set up. Got a little bit of a practice kick before that timeout came in. Oh, boy. Here we go. Lutz is going to put it up. Doesn't really get the hop. And it is grabbed by the Chargers. Broncos going to lose this thing. And that'll drop their playoff odds down to, that's going to drop them down to 86%, and they will be locked into the 7 seed should they make the playoffs. Lutz couldn't really get a hop on it until he did. That was a good hop, just a little too late. And number 31 for the Chargers gets his hands on it. The Broncos will not win unless there is something completely catastrophic. Chargers are out in the gun. Chargers are out in the gun. It's going to be a little run and then a little shimmy kneel down. Broncos will take a timeout there. So barring a miracle right now, barring an absolute miracle, Denver with their second timeout. Best case scenario, they're going to get maybe 10 seconds on a punt return. So we're just going to have to see what happens with that. Second and 15, 53 seconds to go for Denver. Chargers just trying to kneel this thing out. Broncos are going to get maybe 1 punt return here to try to do one single thing. Chargers going to stay out in the gun here. And just going to be another little kind of rollover. Herbert trying to take as much clock off as he can. That'll be Denver's final timeout with 48 seconds. So if Denver can potentially, if Denver can, I don't know, they got to get to Justin Herbert before it drops under 40. So they get, no, that might not even be enough. Harbaugh will be able to just take his punter and kneel it out. They kind of need a miracle on this third down right now. Chargers can just kind of regular kneel this thing. They're not going to. Herbert's still in the gun. Broncos will get to it. So Chargers will have to snap the ball one more time with 40 seconds and counting down. Harbaugh was trying to get it so they didn't have to snap the ball again at all. But yeah, it's not going to happen here. And I think what's going to happen is they're just going to snap this again, and Herbert's just going to run around behind the line. Sean's not happy. I'm not happy. Denver can clinch next week after a mini-bye against the Bengals. They can. All they got to do is win one of their next couple of games and they're in. And we're going to see a delay called. Yeah, Chargers take a delay a game. 4 seconds on the game clock. Oy. Yeah, all they gotta do is win one of these. All they gotta do is win. Denver does have the tiebreaker over Indy. So, final play of the game. All Herbert's gotta do is just gonna heave this thing up. And victory for the Chargers. Yikes. So Broncos, unable to hang on. They let it slip by them. Chargers can clinch with a Miami and an Indianapolis loss. Denver can clinch with a Cincinnati and a Miami loss. So they can. So your rooting guide right now, we're going to go look at this before we get out of here. We are going to go look at this. I did not mean to do that. Hang on. I'm going to give you guys the Broncos rooting guide. Going into this week, obviously Broncos take the loss here. You are rooting very hard right now for Cleveland, and you are rooting extremely hard this week. Who else are we waiting on? And then Cincinnati. So you've got that, and then who plays Miami this week? Because you need a Miami loss. You need a Miami loss. Where are the Dolphins on this? Okay, so we are all Browns fans and Niners fans on Sunday. A loss there would vault Denver into the playoffs. That being said, it sucks that we lost. Sucks that we couldn't hang on to the playoff berth. But sometimes that is just the way things roll. I'm going to get out of here. I got to hit the sack. Thank you all so much for watching. It was an awesome stream. And I hope you all have a good night. And we'll see you all later when we go over this on the